Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with episode 1 of the Race to the Top, or Ladder to Losing, whatever you want to call it, but it's a series that myself and MrJamvad will be doing. Now this series will be 10 episodes. There'll be 5 episodes on my channel, 5 episodes on MrJamvad's channel. I encourage you to go ahead and check them out. I'm going to try and get this up every Tuesday, and we're going to try and get it on his channel every Thursday, but if we can't get Thursday, we'll probably push for Friday or something like that. It all depends on Jam being able to pass me the video. But yeah, the way it works is MrJamvad and I will have, again, I do encourage you to check him out, but you don't have to check him out until his part in the video, and you know, he sells himself to you. He's a very solid player, has a great thought process while playing. I really respect him, and I'm excited to do this. So the way it works is, again, there'll be 10 episodes. We're both going to start at 0. We're both on fresh accounts, and I basically ladder with the same team as him the episode until I lose. But let's say I lose in my 3rd battle, right? My episode 1 is done, and it goes over to MrJamvad. Now, I have his recording, so his recording will be part of my recording as well. But yeah, it's basically a race versus each other, a race to see how high we can get up on the ladder without losing, and just to see, you know, who does better in this series. So if that doesn't really explain it well, basically after my part's done, you'll still have more video because MrJamvad's part starts up. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. We have this team by Finchinator. It's Surf Specs Battle Bond Greninja with 4 attacks Mega Mawile. We have Titanium Z Tornadus, which helps out Mawile. We have Spikes Ferrothorn. We have Magma Storm Heatran, and then we have Tank Garchomp. So a lot of moves that can miss in this team, so it'll be a lot of fun. We are starting from 0 points. Let's see how many we can play in a row without losing. There is a limit though. For example, Jam and I did put a limit on the first episode. So if the video ends up going up to 2 hours each, we're allowed to stop, right? So let's say like Jam and I end up going, or I end up going like 15-0, right? And like it's at the 2-hour mark, I will stop. But yeah, looking at this guy, Greninja absolutely devours him. I'm not worried about anything at all because my dude did not load up OU in the OU tier. Tornadus, all out pummeling, destroys everything too. The main thing I guess I'm worried about is the fact that my moves can miss. Hurricane versus Vileplume might suck. So it definitely would suck to miss, but I definitely want to. I'm gonna take this just how as I would play the road to rank 1, by the way, because I do want to win versus Jam. It's a race versus each other, so I want to beat him. Stealth Rock, this isn't a problem because I have Gren, which is faster than even if it's Quick Feet. Dark Pulse is really good in this, only 1 resist. Alright, how do I want to start? I think that Taunt Tornadus is a fantastic start. Not only does it give me something versus Vileplume, I'm going to click Taunt first before even clicking Hurricane. I'm not trying to miss turn 1 versus Vileplume. But yeah, I think I can go towards an endgame of Greninja clicking Dark Pulse, and I think that's very, very likely here. But I'm not going to risk missing my Taunt turn 1, or missing my Hurricane turn 1, and having this dude go for something like Sleep Powder on me. So ends up going out to Heatran. I can afford to go for 1 Hurricane here, I feel. Just 1, before I feel pressure to switch out. Ends up going to Mischievous. Did I say Heatran? I was thinking about my switching, sorry. Brings out Claydol. I get the confusion. Once again, I want to stop this from potentially toxicking me, from getting up rocks. I was thinking that I'd go out to my own Heatran on that. I think he expected me to go Heatran, so he actually ended up going Claydol, which was a bit of a good play there, I'm not gonna lie. But my Heatran's really nice too, because Magma Storm is incredibly free. Goes for Protect. I'm going to taunt here because I don't want him toxicking, and I want to be able to bring out my Greninja. I know this is a little bit slow pace for how it's starting, but I want to make the best plays possible. Now, because I do see this guy on a balloon, I am going to go for all out pummeling here. Getting rid of this means my Ferrothorn is very freed up, and he has trouble dealing with my Ferrothorn. If it's not like HP Fire, Vileplume, or Fire Punch or Close Combat Gramble, please don't be Sturdy, be Magnet Pull. It is Sturdy, fantastic. I'm about to get bopped by Thunderbolt. He goes for Hidden Power, and it's super effective, so maybe Ice. Now, none of my moves are actually super effective on you, are actually 100% chance to hit, so I'm actually going to go out to Heatran here. I don't want to miss, I don't have U-turn, and again, we're trying to play as carefully as possible. As he goes out to Gramble. Not the worst for me. I didn't want to go Garchomp because of that being HP Ice, most likely. This guy switches too much for the low ladder, man. I'll get in Garchomp just in case he goes for Close Combat. I doubt he'd play rough. Earthquake is also a play. He crits me, which is a little bit annoying. Because this is the only dark resist he has, I'm going to go for Earthquake here, and I want him to play rough me. as he is able to knock me out. I'm pretty sure he could only have knocked me out because of that crit, but that's okay. But I can now just safely bring out Greninja and go for Surf. I'm not going to risk Dark Pulse because this could be Assault. But actually, I can go for Ice Beam. Ice Beam should definitely knock him out even if he's AV. And it also hits his Vileplume. And his resistance to Ice Beam is at 1%. And now I can just safely Dark Pulse later. So I'll be alright versus this dude. Yeah. We'll bring out Ferrothorn and we're going to get up a Spike. Even if he can't trap me with Magneton because I know he doesn't have HP Fire. And that Spike means I just click Dark Pulse. So again, only that Vileplume is the only thing kind of stopping me. Nice. Go ahead and get on my Spike here. I wish he didn't crit me with Gramble because I'm fairly confident I would have lived every hit. But brings out Vileplume. We're going to knock this thing off. You can't sleep me. You can't go for any of your powder moves-ish. Sleep powder was what I'm talking about. I obviously resist half your attacks. And I knock off its Black Sludge. So this is going to be really nice for Dark Pulse. I already have that in range of Dark Pulse even if it's AV. This. Dark Pulse is looking good. We'll get in Heat Rain here as he brings out Claydol. Gosh, stop making doubles on me, dude. Okay. And I'll go right back out into my. I'll go right back out into Ferrothorn. If he wants to Earthquake, I'll tank it. If he wants to go for Rabbitson, that's fine too. I'll just get up another Spike. If he wants to Protect, again, it's good for me. Like it's annoying that what's happening here, but he's just prolonging the inevitable. The first game, it's already been 6 minutes in the live. But I still win with Dark Pulse. I know that Greninja's faster than every part of Ursaring there is. Get up my Pulse. Gets his Flame Orb. Just click Gyro Ball. I don't mind him close combating me. This isn't as useful in this game. Clicks Earthquake. That's great because Gyro Ball should put him in range of Specs Dark Pulse, I want to say. Can you please go for Facade or something? Not Earthquake? Thank you. Alright, so that should definitely be in range of Specs Dark Pulse now, and I should be able to get my Battle Bond on my Greninja, and which is what I was going towards the end game with. So I'll just click the Dark Pulse here. As he goes Mischievous, don't mind. Go ahead and give me that Battle Bond. That's definitely a Violite. There's no way you take that if you weren't. And I can just go for another Dark Pulse, and again, I get that Battle Bond. So all his switches, this is what I was leading up towards, a Greninja winning right here. This is exactly what I wanted. I want to say Vileplume drops as well, but I'm kind of scared that it doesn't. I know Gramble drops. I know Claydol drops for sure. I'm sorry, but this Pokemon kind of sucks. I know because I've drafted it before. If it just had a little bit better stats, Claydol would be so good. I love Ground Psychic as defensive and even as an offensive typing. I think anything with Ground that has the potential to hit anything in the air is great, right? So that crit did not matter at all. We get rid of Claydol. Vileplume comes out. We're gonna go Tornadus because I can taunt this thing, and if he puts me to sleep or goes for Giga Drain, that's fine too. I'm gonna taunt always. I just don't want him having Sleep Powder or going for Strength Sap or anything. I'm not gonna risk Hurricane again. I have to play relatively safe. I mean, I don't have to play relatively safe. It's more so I want to, and because this thing legitimately just wins, because he cannot stop me. And then Dark Pulse just wins as well. So, nice. Or either Dark Pulse or Water Shuriken. So this should be game. Magneton dies to Hazards. I'm going to start looking for another game. Granville should die to Sucker Punch. I'll just click Thunder Punch here. Didn't want to click Sucker Punch just in case it was Z Heal Bell or something. Ursaring comes out. Go ahead and drop to this Sucker Punch. And let's look for another game. Alright, so 1-0 so far. We got our second game. A very, very annoying one because the dude has a Toxic X, but very weak to Mawile. So I think I'm going to be using Mawile very offensively in this. Like, just pivoting around with Mawile. I got to be really careful, though, about losing to Salamence. So I have to be careful about how I position myself in this game. But defensive Garchomp deals with that, too. Unfortunately, that's also my rocker. As far as leads go, I do love Taunt Tornadus. I think it just stops a lot of my opponent. And if they lead off a Tyranitar, I can always all-out pummel. Even if they're Scarf T-Tar, I'm faster. This is a Mega Charizard. I gotta be careful between Heat Rain and Ferrothorn on Celesteela just in case it's an Earthquake or Flamethrower variant. But we're gonna go towards Mawile, hopefully messing him up. Leads off with his Salamence. You Scarf? I risk Hurricane right here because this is one of his Dark Pulse switch-ins. This is still good for all-out pummeling and taunt. Ferrothorn takes one hit, but I want spikes up in this game too. So maybe Gren isn't the way to go. I can go Mawile because I'll take a hit always and get off Intimidate. That might be worth it because I have Magma Storm Earth Power to beat Toxapex as well. I think that's worth it. And that would beat Clefable as well. I don't want to sack something. So I'll bring out Mawile here. As he goes for Rock Slide. Okay, he didn't go for Sky Strike. Fantastic for me. Just going to click Sucker Punch as he brings out Charizard. This is where it gets a little bit iffy. I don't know his set on Charizard. I don't know if he's Zard Y or Zard X, but I do have my Garchomp here for it. As he is Zard Y. Flamethrower does so much. That dude is modest as hell. Oh boy. He should, and he's Dragon Ball. I would say he should switch because of the fact that I could Rock Slide him. Like, I don't know why his Dragon could Rock Slide me, but I couldn't do it back. But yeah, this is already starting off pretty poorly here. We're gonna Toxic. I'm about to get Earthquake too. The low ladder is so scary. Alright, landing my Toxic is important for Greninja as well as Sucker Punch. I don't play this game with Rock, so this is really important. Let's see if I can outplay this guy. This game gets so scary. But yeah, I need Toxic on Charizard because I need to be able to Sucker Punch it. So now I can Sucker Punch it. Even if he goes for Flamethrower here, I'm fine. Again, I do have that all-out pummeling for Tyranitar, so I'll be okay. Kind of wish I was Sky Strike. Why am I fighting? Dragon Pulse is scary. But yeah, my Mawile is going to be key. Still. Regardless of me risking it there versus Salamence, I think it was still worth it. %. I have it for a reason. 70%. Alright, so we get rid of Zard. Tyranitar comes out, and I'm going to be able to take this from him as well. So that's fantastic. This is what I wanted. Go and give me that. Ideally, my opponent forfeits because 2 Pokemon are gone, and one of them is Charizard. Salamence comes back out. We're going to taunt you as he Rock Slides me. Fantastic play. And I'm clicking Dark Pulse. For sure. Like, I don't care. Clicking Dark Pulse right now. Taunt was worth it. This dude Dragon Dance would be a problem. I don't know if he had Fire Fang. I don't know what my opponent's set is. I'll be real with y'all. I have no idea what my opponent's running. Ferrothorn can get up Hazards and knock this thing off. Goes for Toxic. Nice. I'm a Leech Seed, even though I know he's unaware. I mean, excuse me, Magic Guard. Because if I can catch the Celesteela, I'd be in a better situation. But Celesteela could be Z. That's the problem, man. Maybe a Spike is just better in the long run. Just for Toxapex, because Mawile just destroys something. I'm going to click Knock Off now. Fighting off EZ. Dealing with potentially Mence. Draco play. I don't know if you're Fire Fang, dude. But I don't really switch into it, so I'm just going to Gyro Ball here. So this is where it gets scary because the dude has a Celesteela. This is where it gets really scary because the dude has a Celesteela. Otherwise, everything I Leech Seed, right? I'm not worried about Clefable because I can knock that thing off. Hello? I'm really scared. Torn would have been great, but like I couldn't let Salamence Dragon Dance up. I didn't know his set. The dude is Draco play. Like, how was I supposed to know that? If Celesteela comes out, I think I have to Leech Seed. Because if it's Spadef Celesteela, I actually live a Flamethrower after Leech Seed, I believe. Because I'm max Spadef. Brings out Toxapex. That's not a big deal. I don't care about being burnt, and the dude forfeits. Fantastic. So I would have Leech Seed there and knocked off, and then went towards, again, a Mawile endgame. But I'm assuming his Celesteela does not have Earthquake or a Totemize, which is something I was very scared of. Ooh, really, really cool team on my opponent's part. Very, very Surf weak, though. Very Surf weak. But super cool nonetheless. Thundurus is a problem. Thundurus is a problem. His double electric core is a problem. Mega Steelix, this. I definitely think a Spike will go a long way towards Greninja literally clicking Dark Pulse and smacking him around. So I'm going to lead off Pharaoh because he doesn't lead. Kyoko's like a fantastic lead versus me, exactly. And he doesn't match up well versus this thing. And I'm going right for Spike. As he has HP Fire. I definitely value my Ferrothorn too much, and I am Spadef Tran, so if he goes for another HP Fire, I mess something up with Magma Storm. I'll live a Gigavolt Havoc, and yeah, if this manages to land, which it probably won't, but if it manages to land, it'd be so great for me. Now, I do live a Hydro Pump. I do live a Hydro Pump, and I'm very weak to this thing, so I'm tempted to go for another Magma Storm. But Pharaoh's my play because it lives 2 anyway. As he misses. So we get back a little bit of justice there. I can go for Leech Seed and basically get back up to a fair amount. That did nothing. This is also good because this is putting Greninja in range of my Mawile. Now, I do value another Leech Seed. I expect him to switch as he goes to Blade. Not a big deal. The Blade is not a problem for me. Especially when I do have a defensive Garchomp. And also especially when my dude is leftovers and not a Violite. So, brings out Coco. Solid play. I don't know if he's choiced, but I'm not going to take a... I do tank a Dazzling Gleam. And to be honest, this Pokemon is really good in this game. Like, it will tank a Dazzling Gleam, it will tank a Specs, but I don't want to be Twinkle Tackle. So, he brings out Thundurus. Problem here. You'll go down to Surf from Greninja, and you can't Thunder Wave me. I don't want him all out pummeling my Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is crucial. I don't care about him going for Nasty Plot. I just need damage with all out pummeling. That's it. As long as he's not Agility, Nasty Plot. Plus, this puts him in range of Sucker Punch, too. So, yeah, this is good. Giggle Havoc. Goodbye, my child. Greninja comes out and just clicks Spec Surf. No switchings. This is why I like hitting that Magma Storm would have been fantastic, but it's okay. I click Spec Surf here. I get my Battle Bond form, and like I said, this thing goes ham versus his team. Mega Steelix's sturdy is gone. Brings out Coco. I'm faster unless he's Choice Scarf. I can still always go Pharaoh. He shouldn't go for Hidden Power Fire, if anything. I'm thinking he is Scarf, based on the way he's playing. The second I find out he's not Scarf, though, because I'm doubling out into my... okay, I think he's Scarf. The second I found out he was not Scarf, which is why I was making this play, I'd be able to just Surf, but... we're not going to stay in and risk Magma Storm because we can miss. And he'd probably take advantage of that or try to. Yeah, and I do value Rocks, especially because an endgame where Mawile literally destroys everything is fantastic. Like, he's doing this for me, right? So I have Greninja weakened. I'll be able to click Earthquake here and literally get a kill. Because if he goes for Gyro Ball, I'd be good. And I can just click Water Shuriken. The reason I'm clicking Water Shuriken over Surf is because, again, I'm pretty sure that's a Choice Scarf top of Coco, just based on how he's playing it, and now it's in range with the hazards. Yeah, I think he's Aya Papa Berry. Oh my god, it's probably Aya Papa. I'm not risking that. I'm scared of it being Aya Papa Berry or something crazy like that. I think it's Choice Scarf, but I'm really worried about it. Because the Blade also has no guard, I don't have to worry about Magma Storm versus that, which is amazing. Muck comes out. You could Fire Punch me. I'd rather Mawile take it as well. Because now I think Water Shuriken wins. Like, I think Mawile could do it, but like if he has Fire Punch there, Mawile tanks it. And if he goes for knockoff, I'd be good either way. Or we could just click Play Rough and get a KO. If he went to Blade, I'm pretty sure Play Rough into Fire Fang knocked it out. Though I'm not entirely sure. Could be wrong. Gren comes out. Just Sucker Punch here. I get a crit. Very unfortunate. It would not have knocked him out, but it put him in range of Water Shuriken, which is why I went for Sucker Punch. The Blade comes out. Fire Fang doesn't miss because of no guard, and he can't knock me out in one hit anyway. And Fire Fang knocks him out because the dude was leftovers. So we get another win. Nice. Awesome. Alright, so we're starting it off 3-0. Let's see if we can keep going and go strong. That's the plan. Lower ladder still very scary. Regice, if it is Rock Polish, all out pummeling, can beat me down. Legitimately, it can. I don't value Garchomp in this besides getting up rocks. That's one thing I know for sure. If this thing lands its attacks, have fun. If this thing lands its attacks, it's amazing. So I do like Garchomp as a lead because it can Toxic Rotom, which I think is a fantastic lead versus me. Again, I don't value Garchomp besides getting up rocks, though. I think that my Tornadus with Taunt Hurricane is fantastic if it manages to land. But yeah, we're going to go Garchomp. Have fun. I don't know. I don't know if he heard me or he was like questioning why I was taking so low. I'll put a fake. Not a fake one, but not a PK face. You do. I don't know if this is defog or not, and if this is set up, I have Greninja to come in anyway, so I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna roar here. Yeah, I don't mind that. Gliscor was never a problem with Gren. It's more so Rotom that's annoying, so ideally I get in Rotom as I get into Decidueye. It's leftovers, so I mean, like, look at Dark Pulse and look at his team. They're toxic, you. Oh, surprised he subbed when I just showed Roar. Doesn't matter. Like, even now, Surf could do it too. Give me Rotom so I can Toxic it, please. Or Regice. Regice is annoying too. I still want to poison Rotom with this, so I'm actually going to go here and I'm going to risk it. I saw leftovers, so I know he's not all out pummeling. As he goes for Protect. That's fine. Like, look at his Magma Storm switchings. Actually, all these Pokemon are valid Magma Storm switching because Magma Storm does miss. That might die. That, unfortunately, does not die. However, I can get in Tornadus now. On his potential Roost, I suppose. I avoid an Earthquake. That's like max Bedef, too. I do not want to miss Hurricane. So I'm thinking about going for all-out pummeling here. But I'd rather save it for Rotom anyway. As he goes Regice. Now, do I actually want to save it for Rotom, or would I rather use it on Regice? I think this is fine. Yeah, I think it's actually better because this is something I can't KO. Gliscor I can KO, and a Rotom at least I can eventually KO. But like, Dark Pulse was not knocking out Regice at a point. So that's definitely worth it. Spike is going to go a long way too. Decidueye dies to Sucker Punch. Sceptile is a problem, but I don't know if Dragon Pulse knocks me out at 76%. Wash comes out. I can Volt Switch out into Ferrothorn maybe. Excuse me, I can go Ferrothorn, as he might try and Volt Switch here. And I'm going to go for Knockoff now. If he wants to defog, that's fine. If I get rid of something's item, that's great. It is leftover. I should have... Thinking about it, I shouldn't have went Pharaoh because if he Volt Switched, that was a misplay on my part because Garchomp was my play. But if he goes Chandelure and goes for a Fire move, or I knocked off his Choice Scarf, fantastic. Okay, that's great. Yeah, like I said, Garchomp should have been my play there because I wanted to Will-O-Wisp. I mean, I wanted to Toxic it, but at the same time, it ended up working out for me because I got rid of Chandelure's Choice Scarf. So that's amazing. I'm slower, so I don't lose anything by clicking Roar. I really don't. Because he should be able to outspeed me there anyway, and I get the best possible turn, which is what I wanted. I wanted Rotom coming in. I wanted to Toxic this thing. Ideally, we land, as we do. Fantastic. As he goes for Will-O-Wisp. Now he's forced to go for Hydro Pump. Let's see if we can play around with this a little bit. Because I get the Toxic off on Rotom. The Choice Scarf is gone. Yeah, let's see if we can mess around a little bit with this. Because now, look at... Dark Pulse is so free versus his team, especially if he goes Chandelure now. He should try and Volt Switch, but... Yeah, Dark Pulse is so free versus his team, man. I love it. Just click Earthquake here. Goes for Hydro Pump. Don't think Dark Pulse was a guaranteed KO there, so I'm going to go for a Spike now. Spike just to put Sceptile in range. I would love if he KOs me now with his Chandelure. Go Sceptile though. Let's see if this is SD, because that could be a problem. Like, Gyro Ball's still going to do a lot despite being burnt. It should still do a lot. And if it is SD, I mean, I have Mawile for Sucker Punch. It's just HP Fire. Okay, cool. Mawile lives every hit, and Play Rough claims me a KO. I want to click Sucker Punch, but I don't need to click it at least this turn. I can click it next turn for Water Shuriken. Okay, cool. He has Detect, which means he doesn't have... He has, like, maybe Dragon Pulse and... I don't think he can touch Heat Rain. Anyway, this picks up a KO. I was about to Thunder Punch. What is wrong with me? Hey, we land. Alright, so Dark Pulse wins me the game. Nice. Dark Pulse just wins me the game, which is what I was going towards in the end game. Hopefully, as long as that was gone. Surf can do it too. We'll save this just because it can Sucker Punch. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, thinking about it, I get in Gren and I click Dark Pulse now and I win anyway. So, yeah, why save it and to avoid an Earthquake and to keep the Sucker when I can win just right now? Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Go ahead and give me this Gliscor. You can give me everything now. This is why we have our hazards up. Chandler doesn't die. Decidueye, even if it's Spadef, dies. My friend that is dead. Rotom definitely dies. Max Spadef Rotom, at this point, you are 2 KO'd because you can barely make Rotom not be 2 KO'd by Ash Greninja prior to becoming Battle Bond form, right? Like prior to Battle Bond activating, you can barely make it not 2 KO. My friend, give me this. Nice. Couple more. 2 more. Give me you. Imagine this doesn't KO, but I mean, even if it did, I still win. Alright, and the Chandler. Go ahead and give me you, my friend. Oh, okay, you left. Nice, alright. Alright, 4-0. Let's see if we can keep going. Let's see. Oof. Oof. Tough one. When I see Mienshao, oof. Hazards are going to be key. Spikes and Stealth Rock because Mawile goes in, but Porygon is a problem. Now, acknowledging Porygon is a problem, if it's a lead, I think Tornadus is fantastic versus this guy, right? All out pummeling, it's fantastic. Garchomp can come in on Beedrill, so I don't really worry too much about that. I'm going Tornadus, and I'm going towards an endgame with either Mawile, just literally sucker punching everything. Oh god, not this. I have to go Pharaoh. Don't Z me turn 1. Alright, just goes for Energy Ball. That's fine. Alright, nice. We got another win. Beautiful. That dude tried to predict my Garchomp there. So I don't think he had HP. Nice. But nice. We got another win pretty early. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the win. That's 5-0. That's 5-0 so far. We are doing our best. We definitely have a real team now. I feel like I played this team a few times, but I don't want to think too much. Like I don't want to try and take into account something that I don't necessarily know. Garchomp is fantastic because I'm assuming this is Scarf Lando plus Rocks Garchomp. So like Garchomp like dealing with his own Torn is amazing too. Serp, I have Tornadus to check. Mawile goes in with Play Rough, but I mean always goes in. A Spike might go a long way as well. I have to be careful about Celesteela, but luckily I can knock it with Ferrothorn. So as far as leads go, I think that Tornadus gives me the best possible lead versus anything, as he leads Landorus, which is more than likely Choice Scarf. And again, I do want to chip away at Landorus because that helps Mawile in the end game. So goes for Hidden Power Ice, turn 1 versus a Tornadus. Wow. Wow. All right, we're gonna knock immediately. Hidden Power Ice, turn 1. My gosh. This is Mega Chomp too. Oh gosh, I didn't even think about that. I went for Gyro Ball because I needed damage for my Tornadus, but even though like I need Garchomp to get up, why would you get for that versus Torn? I think he's gonna Fire Fang here or Earthquake. I really think he's gonna Fire Fang or Earthquake. I doubt Stone Edge is coming out, and I can go Tornadus and All Out Pummeling, which I only need for literally this at this 51 and maybe Greninja, but I can't keep Ferrothorn healthy because it deals with Gren. But I do have my own Gren to knock him out as well after. He HP Ice turn 1 instead of U-turning. That seems like, I guess he predicted me to go Garchomp. That has to be it. Let's see if he Rock Slides or Stone Edges here. Nice. Alright, so this Z should knock you out at 51%, I want to say. So cool. I don't think that crit mattered. That's Z Focus Blast. Gren comes out. I don't know if he's Protean or not, but I'm assuming Ice Beam is going to come out here. Maybe Dark Pulse or Hydro Pump. I definitely value a knockoff, especially on Celesteela potentially coming in. Yep. Now this could be Earthquake. I'll scout for Earthquake by going Garchomp. Goes for Flamethrowing, gets the burn. Rocks Up don't do much for me. I mean, Rocks Up don't really gain me much. I'm getting Feral because I don't think he'll double Earth. He'll double Flamethrower. He'd either protect or go for Heavy Slam / Leech Seed, and then we'll get in heat right here. Nice. And Taunt is always my play because I stop him from Nature's Madnessing, which allows me to get in Ferrothorn and allows me to knock an item. And knock is important because Serperior is something I'm scared of. Lando is something I'm scared of. Nice. I'll just rock here. Especially because now I can bring in Mawile. And Fire Fang on his Protect and then Thunder Punch after. Or he doesn't Protect and he just gives me damage on this. I'll take it. And I get a flinch, which is amazing. So Player Up picks up a KO there. At 23%, Player Up easily picks up a KO, my dude. I guess maybe he's Rocks Lando. I'm risking it. Yeah, I guess maybe he's Rocks Lando. But getting rid of Celesteela is amazing. Serp can come out, and there is no way I'm not Fire Fanging you. I don't care if you glare me. As long as I land this, we don't lose to a Serp in the end game. Nice, and Ferrothorn beats his entire team. So we're going to go Tornadus here. Ferrothorn beats his entire team. We could use this as a sack. And it also eats a hit from Tapu Fini. He showed HP Ice turn 1, so I doubt he has Contents of Crush. Okay, dude. I'm just going to get some chip on you. I don't really care. You go Fini, I get chip on that too. And I can taunt it as well. Lovely. I live, so I can afford to go for another one. He goes Fini as I miss. This is not very useful. But I'll taunt. Just because I don't want him Nature's Madnessing. Yep. Not the most useful. I think Gyro Ball just picks up a KO here. As if he goes Lando. I can knock this. Oh, I'm dumb. That's considered an attack, right? Duh. Hold on, I'm making some misplays here. Because I need to make sure that I don't lose to his Greninja as well. But I think between my own Greninja and Sucker Punch, I should be okay. Yup. I got spikes up. I can allow him to knock me out, or I can go Heat Rain and let him knock me out too. But I think Heat Rain needs a hit from Gren. So the ideal situation for me is this goes down. I get in Gren and I click Surf and I win. Yeah, that's the ideal situation for me. Yeah, Surf is stronger than Dark Pulse anyway. And with Hazards up, I 2 KO his Gren and I get rid of Tapu Fini as well. I 2 KO his Gren. Surf stronger than Dark Pulse, yep. Easily 2 KO'd. And I beat the Fini because I knocked it off and my Heat Rain lives a hit as well. So this doesn't go exactly as planned because I'm dumb and why do I think Nature's Madness I could taunt it when I definitely cannot. First off, I have no idea why he made that play. This thing dies to hazards anyway. What was the point of that, dude? Alright, so I made a misplay. I forgot the Nature's Madness is considered kind of like counter and miracle. It's still considered an attack. You can't taunt it. What is wrong with me? My bad, guys. I swear I play Pokemon. I swear I do. But yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep going. We got another win. I think that's 6-0. Scarflando, Rocks Heat Ran, probably Z-Rocks, AV, Shift Gear, which is a problem, but I have Heat Ran for that. Maybe Battle Bond and Mega Zam. Endgame, Greninja clicking Surf or Water Shuriken is very likely. Mawile messes him up too with Sucker Punch. I think it's going to be very important for dealing with this. I like Garchomp initially as a lead because if he leads off with his Lando, I can get up rocks as he U-turns. Yeah. I'm assuming this is Scarf. Yep. So that chip is going to be very important. It's non-recoverable damage. His only defogger is that Lando, so that's amazing for Mawile. That chip is very important. Heat Rain comes out for... What? Okay. Don't know why he made that play, but now I'm clicking Toxic. Not only did he get chip on Heat Ran, and he tried to defog, I guess, but I get my rocks up anyway, and I have a Toxic off on Lando, so I don't know if I agree with that play, sir. I very much don't think I agree with that, with your Scarf Lando going for defog. It's already at that percentage. So this is amazing, too, because now I can bring out Torn. And I think just safely click all out pummeling. Heatran or Meganium is his only switch-ins. Yeah, and I don't think he'd stay in with Torn, and I'd rather go for this and then maybe taunt it after. Oh, you saw well played. Thank you. So I get rid of Heatran. Thank you. I get rid of Heatran. Makes sense. Big old Regenerator Mon comes out. Don't really have a switch-in. As far as value goes, Garchomp can still Toxic something, which I think is really nice, and keep up rocks. I don't want to say Torn is expendable because it's not. Mawile getting attacked here would be annoying too. I gotta be careful. I just don't want to lose to Meganium. I don't think it's double AV. I think it's set up. I should live one Psychic, but let me make sure. Because if I had U-turn, this play was a lot easier, right? All I did was go for U-turn here. Yeah, all I would do is go for U-turn here. Alright, Mawile's HP shouldn't matter, but... I think I always click Sucker Punch, regardless of the Intimidate he got off on me. I think I'll always click it. Because I want a Heatran alive for Meganium. I want Pharaoh for the Gren, and I still knock him out, regardless of the Intimidate, yeah. It's just that that Meganium could be problematic. But I'm still going to do a lot with Fire Fang, so this is like the position I wanted. Gets in Lando, I'll get in Garchomp just in case he defogs or Earthquakes or whatever. This is fine. Having U-turn would be fantastic here. I always taunt. Always taunt. And I think we bring it here right now. Gigable Havoc. Twinkle Tackle. Okay, so we got some good information out of this. I'm clicking Earth Power now. I could have easily clicked Magma Storm there, but it wasn't... First off, we got some good information. And I could easily have gone Garchomp here too, but I don't want Greninja coming in on that because he's going to defog. But I wasn't... I valued Earth Power damage more than predicting Landers coming in and hitting. So Gren comes out. Oh boy, has to Dark Pulse me. I'll only go ahead and click this Focus Blast because I live every attack from you pre-Mega. As I unfortunately missed, that's fine. All good, dude. Spike can go a long way for my own Greninja. And I can be his Meganium. And I didn't want to Leech Seed on him going potentially that. Tangrowth is annoying too. He might HP Ice here over Knockoff. I don't value Mawile as much now. Fire Fang guarantees damage, whereas nothing else does. I crit him and flinch him. That's big too. Sorry about that. I do value, however, being able to taunt with Gren. Actually, no. Thunder Punch is fine. Thunder Punch, it's Greninja, yeah. I was about to say, like, yeah, should I double predicting the Gren? But no. Let me just Thunder Punch so I don't lose. Sucker Punch to ensure he KOs me, to getting Greninja to click Surf. So, oh, thank you, man. You too. So basically I Surf here, and even if it's like Shift Gear Meganium, by me clicking Surf, I can switch. I still have Heatran at full, and I can definitely go for like Water Shuriken to finish him off. Nice, let's keep going. Let's keep going. We're on a little bit of a roll right here. Been 40 minutes. Not too bad. What are we, 6-0? 7-0, nice. Wow, you are amazing in this Garchomp and Heatran. Endgame, Tornadus is fantastic in this too, like actually. Yeah, I think Tornadus is going to snipe either Heatran or Tyranitar. I think Mawile gets a kill if I do snipe Heatran. So I'm also thinking he's going to lead Lando versus me and try and U-turn out. Yep. I do go for Rocks here because if he HP Ices and I switch, he's Scarf. If he U-turns, I get damage off on him for Mawile. So this is my play no matter what. And then he might go Bulu after. If he U-turns, he may go Bulu or Tapu Fini. I don't mind if he goes Fini. Because Rocks at least force a turn of Defog, which can get in Ferrothorn, which can get in a knockoff. As long as I have Heatran alive, I shouldn't lose to Scizor. Gets up Rocks here, that's fine. I definitely value a Toxic off on this. Also finding out he is a non-set upset is cool. As he goes for Rocks to then go for Defog. So do you guys see how I got more off out of this turn? I got a Toxic off on him. As he goes for HP Ice. We're going to get in Torn here. As he defogs immediately, I'm going to taunt because I'm not going to let him go for Rocks as I miss Hurricane. And Hurricane is free. Now, it's Mega... Wow, that is the definition of a free Hurricane. Hold up. That's amazing. I don't think he understands how big damage on Tapu Fini is. Man, so that's AV. That's AV. That's definitely AV. I did 6%. That's AV. You know, Crunchy or Ice Beam? Fire Blast. Good. Get on my Rocks. I don't care if he goes defogging Landorus. He'll die eventually to poison. As he goes Fini. Between Heatran and this, I'm good versus this, so I can just click Earthquake for damage. I don't know if he's faster than me, because sand and stuff doesn't help me. Nice! And now I can go out into Tornadus and just taunt. Sand ends this turn, so if he goes Tyranitar, it takes Stealth Rock and Sand, and I can all-out pummeling it. Now, the big thing about all-out pummeling this versus all-out pummeling the Heatran is, I'm pretty sure this is die. The big thing about all-out pummeling this versus all-out pummeling Heatran is, Dark Pulse is a little bit more free, because this could always take it, but Fini would eventually be worn down. But we get rid of Tyranitar. I keep my Rocks up. I can literally taunt and Hurricane / Focus Blast the rest of his members. We're going to taunt you. Nature's Madness is a little bit too much. Just a little bit too much for my liking. We're going to go Ferrothorn and pivot into our... pivot back out into Tornadus. Wow. Great Heatran call. Great Heatran call. Fantastic Heatran call, actually. Do I even need this Pokemon? I don't. I really don't. Do we Bloom Doom or Inferno Overdrive? Tectonic Rage. Try to predict my Greninja. Like I said, I don't need Ferrothorn. It doesn't beat anything on his team. And I'll just Gyro Ball here. Because this allows me to go out to Greninja and click Surf. I also have Ice Beam at the end of the day. We know his Heatran is not choiced, which is amazing. Gives me Tapu Fini so I get my Battle Bond. Guaranteed. Woo! We are in. Didn't even go Bulu. Why? Yeah, I'm good. I think he's a Stone Edger. I don't really care. I got that damage off on Heatran. I got Fire Fang for Scizor. Malwall's all I need in the back. Oh, there's Assault Vest too. Crap. Oh, it was Assault Vest. 53, 51. Still worth going for. Bro, Heatran now. Throw off a Magma Storm. If I kill this, I basically Surf Sweep him, so that's why I'm making that play. It's good for me. Yeah, I Surf Sweep him, so I'm good with this. Yep. Surf should sweep, even if I don't keep my hatches up. Surf should still sweep. And especially because he went Heatran. So this is very important too. It's not... Oh, I'm faster as well. That's amazing. I didn't expect that. But I say this is very important because that put it in range of Sucker Punch from my Pokemon. But Lando comes out. I think Mawile wins no matter what. So I can allow him to knock me out here. Dark Pulse is actually better than... Okay, he just threw. Like, if he wanted to win, he needed Scizor at some point. But yeah, he definitely just threw, because Scizor just drops. Nice, nice, nice. I wasn't expecting my Heatran to be faster, and obviously missing a couple times sucked. But the fact that his Heatran was offensive and not leftovers helped me out. Also, like, look at my Ferrothorn. I acknowledge that it did nothing versus him. I'm about to lose to this Minior. Understand? Oh man, I'm about to lose to this Volt. Well, this U-turn combo. I'm not gonna lie, his team looks absolutely fantastic. I love it. I love his team a lot. It looks so cool. Gotta be careful about Porygon. Hopefully this thing helps me beat the majority of his team. Endgame sweeping. I think Water Shuriken is gonna be ridiculous in this endgame here. Yeah, Water Shuriken is gonna be amazing endgame. We're gonna really go towards a Greninja win. Heatran's gonna be good because it helps me beat this and also stop that from sweeping me. But yeah, Torn is my best lead as if he leads off with his Beedrill. I just Hurricane. He's gonna U-turn here. I don't value damage. Like I want to go Garchomp on the U-turn. But that's fine because this thing basically taunts everything he can U-turn out into, right? He goes for knockoff of all things. So I end up landing turn 1 and I get rid of Beedrill immediately. So we get rid of a giant threat that's faster than my Greninja. So now maybe not even Water Shuriken, but Surf might beat this guy. If he goes Porygon, I am all out pummeling. This should not be able to knock me out right now. And he's going to try and Shell Smash immediately. Yep. Now we can get in Garchomp. I have Roar and Garchomp as well. That was like my main way of stopping this thing, but like Mawile is going to go in with Hazards up now too. Everything. I think the Beedrill was the only thing that could potentially defog. I don't know if Minior learns defog. Go and get my rocks. I hope he goes Hippo and gives me a Toxic off on it too. But yeah, rocks are important. For chipping away at Minior. For breaking potential sashes. You never know, even if he has Sandstorm on his team, which he does. Like, look at his turn 1. I don't know what my opponent wants to do here, right? He can do whatever he wants. Hard Porygon. Literally the reason I have Heatran. We're gonna Magma Storm here over Toxic just because if he goes Tapu Fini, if he goes Toxapex, I can deal with it. Ends up going Hippowdon. As I miss, no big deal. This gives me Ferrothorn to get up Hazards versus this guy, which is again going towards that end game of Surf or maybe even Dark Pulse. Who knows? I don't see myself losing to even a Nesty or Nasty Plot Infernape because of Water Shuriken. And I have a full HP Garchomp as well, and a Tornadus, which is faster and can always take every priority move Ape can go for. So I'll definitely go for a Spike here. I want to wear down his Toxapex. I want to beat him down with that. He might go... T-Spikes would be a little annoying, but only if Pex doesn't get hacked. Garchomp is good for Minior, but I have Water Shuriken and Sucker Punch as well as a full HP Ferrothorn. So Garchomp is here for Ape. If he goes Flare Blitz or Close Combat or whatever. Yep, go ahead and take all that. Look at that. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. All that damage. I wish I had Endure. I click Toxic because I don't... Like, if he goes Hippo and doesn't want to take 10 million damage this turn. Alright. So I think this is fair to go into my Greninja and click Water Shuriken, especially because Spikes are up so he can't switch. I mean, he can switch, but it will die. If he brings out Toxapex, good, but... Like, he doesn't beat Ferrothorn either now with Infernape dead. So I don't mind clicking Water Shuriken here. I'm faster. So his Mach Punch or Vacuum Wave, I'm pretty sure that's banded, just based on the damage he did to my Garchomp. But it won't do much. Maybe he'll sack it. He's probably gonna go Pex, but I'm not gonna like go off my head calcs and lose because of it. You know what I mean? All right, Pharaoh can just come out and not. It's still, and I repeat, Pharaoh can come out and not lose to everything at all, and he might have Toxic. So I'll bring out Ferrothorn. I have Leech Seed for Porygon, so that's not an issue. Even if it's like Z Conversion Shadow Ball. Goes for Toxic. Nice. I'm gonna go for Knock first. If he wants to sack Infernape here, that's fine. If he gives me the Black Sludge and Toxapex, I'm good too. Don't know why he went Minior. Is he HP Fire Minior? To avoid the Leech Seed, maybe? I'm still Gyro Balling you, dude. I'm definitely Gyro Balling this thing. You ain't Shell Smashing in my face. Not today. Not today. Acrobatics did a lot. Hold up. I'm not gonna lie. That's a good chunk. Give me that, though. Giant Threat gone. So maybe now Dark Pulse can do it instead of Surf. Or Water Shuriken even, because that thing's gone. Goodbye, Infernape. Nice has. I should get leftovers for that turn. That should count as a turn. I should definitely get leftovers. This should be go back to ADV and give me leftovers right there. I had to see an Infernape come out and I couldn't do anything about it. I had to see it drop. Taunt Tornadus will beat Toxapex, so I'm gonna Leech Seed here. Z converts. Yep. Electric type, okay, that's fine. I do manage to land my Leech Seed, fantastic. I'll tank the Ice Beams as well. Let's see if, I don't know if he has Recover. Thunderbolt doesn't do much. A Para actually would be good because I'm pretty sure my Gyro Ball would be max power versus this guy. If he has Recover, it becomes a little bit more annoying, but just not anything besides that. It just becomes annoying at worst. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna go Heatran on the turn. He's gonna I'm gonna guarantee he's going for Recover, right? That's when I'll go Heatran. So not right now, but next turn I'll go Heatran because I can Toxic him. Like he won't go. He should always go for a Recover here. So I can get in Heatran and Toxic. Which means I'll 1v1 him as well. He actually went for Thunderbolt, which I'm okay with too, because if he knocks me out, then Greninja, Water Shuriken, or I Sucker Punch with Mawa. And I think at 2 min I'll still KO, so I always go for Water Shuriken here. Maybe I'm wrong though, maybe I just messed up. But I'm also... Alright, yeah, the dude just gives me that, so yeah, he can't beat Ferrothorn. Once again, Porygon dies to hazards. Even if he burns me, he still can't beat Pharaoh. The second I knock you off, you're done. Always Pharaoh as he tries to go for Scald there. Let's go for knockoff. Getting rid of this, getting rid of Powdon. I have Maul on the back, the Thunder Punch. I have Taunt, Tornadus. So I think either way we're good. Stacks Porygon, great. Surprised he didn't go for Recover there. But that was the all-around play, like, for me, because if he attacked me next turn, then he'd go down to Water Shuriken. The dude's doing everything in his power to stop me from getting Battle Bond. I don't think it's enough. I think I always Leech Seed this thing, too. That, dude, good chunk. Missing. If he crits me, he'll do 50, but I can always recover on Toxapex. It's okay. So right here, if I land this one, I'm not going to risk him critting me. I'm actually going to go directly out into my Tornadus. Even though, yeah, crit will be a roll at best. We'll just taunt you. We'll taunt you, we'll taunt Toxapex. Same thing. I wish I landed the first one because then I could just leech knock off. I'm just going for the end game that guarantees me the win, you know? So I could defog to make sure my Hurricanes land, but I also like my hazards up versus this guy too, because it means he doesn't switch in as well to me. One crit, doesn't matter. Why is this guy still playing? I guess the burn there, a little bit unfortunate. Go Pharaoh, even if Pharaoh gets burned, I get on my hazards. Again, Mawile wins this game. I just need to knock off Hippowdon. Gets a double burn, that's fine though. Get my Leech Seed first. Knocking off Toxapex helps me out too. Knocking off Hippo is GG, so. Come on. Come on. Go Hippo. Managed to land, great. So now we can knock off Hippo. You can go for Slack off, that's fine. You get him more recovery. It came down. I knew I was going to be burned eventually, but it's whatever. Now this first team is playing around with, playing around a lot with, you know, inaccurate moves. We got Toxic. I I got Hurricane. I got Megastorm. We actually changed Hydro Pump to Surf on Greninja. It actually had Hydro Pump and Surf, and we made it Ice Beam. I think that was the only change we made. But this guy ended up forfeiting, so I'm going to go ahead and look for another game because that is another win for me. Like I said, this first episode is probably going to be relatively long. I can't imagine what Jamvad is at if I'm at... Well, actually, I already know what Jamvad is at. But I'm at an hour, so already. Tough team to break. Is this what I used the other day? Yep. Specs. Hazards. Defog is on Tornadus. Swords Dance. Mawile. Oof, this is going to be a tough team to break. But knowing his team makes it a little bit easier. It's all out pummeling Tornadus as well, right? Yep. Greninja's going to be key in this. Knockoff Ferrothorn is going to be key as well. Torn gives me the only lead. No, Ferrothorn gives me the only lead versus Lele. That puts me in a better position. And I definitely value a knockoff on his Ferrothorn because that'll open up that door for my Greninja. So this is a better turn 1 for me than it is for him. For sure. Lele is going to come out. I get in Heatran here. If he goes for Psychic or Psyshock, I can go in Greninja. Goes for Hidden Power Fire. Nice. And just Magma Storm on the Tapu Fini. Could have Magma Storm on the Tapu Fini. Always go Pharaoh. Always knock. Again, I'm valuing these knocks because I know my Greninja goes in at the end. So even though he can Nature's Madness me, this is all out pummeling. To 35%. He can still Hurricane me though. But I have Garchomp to check Mawile, so it's worth going here in. This is so much. If I land this Magma Storm, he's dead though. It's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Alright, Tornadus is gone. That's amazing. So this means every hazard I lay up is now here to stay. Every hazard I lay up is now here to stay. Everything. Everything. Yes, one of my Mawile answers is a little bit weaker, but yes, I know the team too. How did you know? Is it just the Whitney? I wonder if you... Ah, makes sense. Yeah, I like... Thank you, man. Hope you enjoy the new series with Jam tomorrow. You're in it. I definitely do. But yeah, so knocking Fini, like you guys can see how good, especially with his own Psychic Terrain as well. His Mawile is not going to be able to do as much versus me. So it's a solid build. So if he goes Lando, he's going to knock off, that's for sure. He should knock off always. That shouldn't matter for Garchomp because I do want rocks. Again, because like he doesn't have spikes on his team because I removed spikes on this build. Yeah, knock hits Tornadus as well. And Torn still has all out pummeling, so that's definitely useful. Yeah, I can use this as a switch into Lele. It stops it from clicking HP Fire. Yep, does go for Stone Edge. Nice. We get up our rocks here. And again, Ferrothorn just gives me hazards with my... I don't want him doubling. Okay, that double doesn't really matter to me, though. Not so much, especially because I can just Leech Seed here. Yeah, I can just Leech Seed, get back in on that, and then if I knock this, I'm still in a good position, too. But that's not the position I want to be in, because I don't want Mawile to come in for free. I'm going to make a really aggressive play and go Heatran. I didn't expect the Lele, but it was for Mawile, right? Mawile is only expendable as well. Getting that hazard damage on Lele is so good for Surf. Go Goes for Moonblast, which doesn't do much because I'm Spadef, even if he has Specs. That's amazing. I got the damage I need for that. Can't 2-hit KO me as well. It's awesome. Psychic Terrain is going down, which is good and bad. He should beat me before I beat him. Oh, I actually beat him, which I didn't want to. Because Mawile could be annoying, right? I didn't want to beat him because I want to try and get my Battle Bond for him. Landers comes out. It's going to go for Knockoff, which gives me a free Mawile. Goes for U-turn, which doesn't knock me out. I should have went for Magma Storm there. Because Toxic doesn't hit. I should have went for Magma Storm there, so that was a misplay on my part. All good. I just clicked the button. So you should go for Surf here. I'm going to save this as fodder. And Gyro Ball. As he taunts. And then we always get an Heat Ran because we don't allow Mawile to set up an SD of its own. That's my play. And we don't want this in versus Mawile, right? So, getting Garchomp here. I click Earthquake. Switches out, doesn't matter. Stays in. Doesn't matter either. U-turns is fine. Earthquake is fine as well. We're just trying to weaken him. Maybe getting Mawile as well. Getting Feeny. Nice. Feeny's dead. So he can't use that for later. So I can Dark Pulse safely or Surf safely. Clicks Knockoff there. Mawile's HP shouldn't matter. I just click Fire Fang here. I'm pivoting to make sure Mawile doesn't come in. That's the main thing I'm doing, right? But I'm also trying to make it so Water Shuriken just wins as well. And because he can go out into his Lando next. This dies if he goes for U-turn. And if he goes for Earthquake, I literally go Greninja and win the game with Water Shuriken. Yeah, I win. Because Mawile has a Mega Evolve, so he can't stop it. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude, but Mawile without a Mega does not have any bulk at all. So this is game. Yeah, that does way too much. Good game, man. So basically every bit of plays I was making was to ensure I don't lose to thank you, dude. It was to ensure that I don't lose to Mawile, because SD Mawile could still mess me up. You could definitely have messed me up. And like those knockoffs, I valued so much towards that end game. This is such a scary game, man. Oh, Mew, I hate Mew. Hate Mew because it runs so much different things, and he has a Magnezone too, and he has a Mega Aerodactyl. Like, he has everything. That's a bunch of threats. This might be the game we lose. I can see it. Mew is so annoying. Like, my Ferrothorn is so good in this game, but because he has a Magnezone, it's not. Ice Beam on Greninja might be... Ice Beam on Greninja might be amazing. Hold up. I don't think you ever stay in here. But if he does, Garchomp is my play. That was not going to KO me. Ice Fang might, but... Yeah, I 100% value this. Especially because I can just go out to Tornadus now and just click All Out Pummeling. Oh. I can definitely click All Out Pummeling now. But I'm going to double out to Garchomp instead. Him going for Leech Seed opens up a huge door for me, because that means he's not Assault Vest. Water Shuriken. I don't mind him going for this because he just gave me Garchomp. I really don't mind him going for that because he gave me Garchomp. Especially because his Dark Pulse answers are like almost non-existent. So he gives me Garchomp, which is amazing. I think it might have been Scarf. Maybe it was Rocks, I don't know. Mew comes out. You can Will-O-Wisp me. Or try and defog, I suppose. I'm going to go Torn. See if your Volt Switch or Ice Beam. Knockoff doesn't really matter. Hurricane hits you so hard. Yeah, and him not being AV on Tangrowth, this is definitely a Dark Pulse type of endgame thing. Or even a Surf. Ooh, I value you being damaged for sure. He doesn't have an all-up pummeling pivot. You go Mew, I don't care. If you stay in, I chip you away for... Oh, if you're Specs, you die. If you're AV, I'm good too. He goes for Miracle. Alright, so this is a Dark Pulse. This is definitely a free Dark Pulse. Dude, you're not AV. What are you doing? Stitch is Berry. Hey, give me this Battle Ball. And now Water Shuriken is so good versus him too. It really is. Maybe Low Kick? I think that Heatran is more expendable than Ferrothorn. As he goes for U-turn. That's fine. That's a fair play. Earthquake could come out. So that's Battle Bond. Mawaw's gonna be good. I don't want him Earthquaking this. I wouldn't say if he predicts this, great play, but I'm going right for Gyro Ball. Either knocking out his fastest Pokemon or knocking out Magnezone. There we go. Alright, so we get rid of Magnezone. Perfect. I don't want him knocking this off. I'd rather him knock this off. Especially because I can just Toxic here. If he has Earthquake, so be it. If he goes Gren, that's one step closer to the Arc Ball sweeping. Excuse me, guys. Need some water. Oof. Well. Sorry about that. It's a slow Mew, so maybe it's U-turn? Oh, went for Whirlwind. Oh, you whirling me out to the wrong man. One sec, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I wanted to get water. I didn't really want to get water in the middle of it, but because the momentum was going. He just went for raw U-turn, right? There was no Protean, if I'm not mistaken. Back when he went for U-turn. Go for U-turn. Yep. So that means Dark Pulse to it KOs him, and I can just Water Shuriken and win because the Mew can't beat me. Just attack Heat right here to whatever attack he goes for. Just taunt. Getting Gren, Water Shuriken. It's over. It's a wrap. What's this? Battle 11? Yep, this is Battle 11. This is Win 11. Hey, go ahead and give that to me. Thank you, buddy. Mew is his last, which can't beat anything because it's poison. So I don't even have to switch out. I can just stay in. If he knocks off, I click Dark Pulse. I'm assuming his last move is Roost. There's no last move that can beat everything, so this is why this is fine instead of just switching out. That's Will-O-Wisp, so he doesn't even have recovery. Yep, that's a good game. That is a good game! So yeah, him showing Leech Seed immediately with Tangrowth made it so the dude didn't have a chance versus Gren. He was AV Magnezone. Alright, let's go and look for another one. So we're 11-0 right now. We are 11-0. Doing alright. Chat offense. God, it has Sticky Web too. It's sub chat out, isn't it? I swear I played this team. Yo, as annoying as Webs are versus me, Volcarona is even more annoying as well. I think that's HB ground as well. I do value a Spike as well. We're gonna go Pharaoh, and we're actually just gonna. I'm gonna go to this endgame. Is we're gonna be a Greninja. Oh my God, he led right off of Volcarona. Nice. I'm an Earth Power immediately. This dude about to go out to his own. Yep. So the only move he can go for to knock me out would be his own Earth Power, which I think that my Garchomp is fine to come in on because I do value rocks, obviously, for that Volcarona. Now, I'm not going to risk my Heatran because it's there for his Volcarona. Him switching out means he doesn't have... That dude predicted me and almost killed my rocker. But nah. Not today. Nah. Alright, we click Dark Pulse here. Surf is better for keeping up. Actually, yeah, Surf is better. I don't care about Surf. Yeah, and I'd rather knock out Rabombi. So I get my Battle Bond. I knew this Pokemon would be a lot of work, like put in a lot of work regardless of what he did. But losing Garchomp to a Dragon Pulse was kind of scary. I'm gonna be honest here. I don't want him glaring this. Don't think he can knock me out. I don't think I'm gonna lose a chat out, hopefully. I could be wrong. But I definitely Gyro Ball here. No matter what play he makes. I also think he may be Scarf on his Superior. So as far as most expendable members go, Torn... I can win without Torn. Heat Ran is necessary for this, but actually, it's good for Serp too. I like this Pokemon because it literally clicks Gyro Ball and beats everything. I guess it's technically Mawile. He might Rock Blast here. Yeah. That book got blown away. So we're just Sucker Punch. Water Shuriken is the endgame sweep I was going for. So, Volcarona I don't gotta worry about. I'm gonna... Excuse me. I'm still, like... I'm sorry, guys. I would normally cut that out, but I know I'm not gonna remember. Just Thunder Punch here, so I don't gotta worry about missing. Fiery Dances, that's fine. Right back out into Gren. I'm gonna click Surf again. Ain't gotta worry about that Superior, because I'm pretty sure it's... I have no idea what type of Surf that is. I'll be real. I'll be honest with y'all. I have no idea. But if he goes Rabombi, I know it dies, dude, and I'm faster. You ain't no Scarf Weber. I think he Scarf Webs? He ain't no Scarf Webs. Now he has no Dark Pulse switch. Actually, Heat Ran has Taunt, so this is better. We taunt you to prevent setup. Go for Toxic as well over Magma Storm. We ain't trying to miss. I mean, both miss, right? But I think I always taunt. Spam. I don't want chat out beating me down. It's fine. I can go Tornadoes. So all out pummeling here. I think that's Scarf Serp. Like the way he's playing, it looks like it's Scarf. Yeah, it's Scarf Serp on Sticky Web, which is interesting to me. And then the reason Tornadoes was an okay play is because I can taunt the Chattel as well, and I don't have to worry about it. I can taunt that Chattel, and I don't have to worry about it. So we taunt this bad boy. If it's Sub Salic, like that last one I played. No. Alright, Surf picks off Chattel. That should be a good game. Man, I'm sorry. I drank water, but my throat is like... I mean, I've been recording for over an hour. And then before that, I was recording for Monday. So, it makes sense. I may just end it soon. Before we even get... Meganium! Alright, we ain't ending it yet. We beating this guy down first. This guy looks like he's gonna beat me, though. You wanna know why I know he's gonna beat me? Because he has a bunch of... I'm not gonna call him trash. Because I love every single Pokemon. This one I have hard feelings about. This is the worst starter, but that doesn't mean I don't like Meganium. I love Bailey. I think Bailey is great. I don't like Meganium though. But he has a bunch of weird Pokemon in Landorus, so he clearly knows what's up with the meta, right? He clearly knows what he's doing. That Meganium about to be a problem, but you know what else is about to be a problem? My Soif, my Ice Beam too. Yeah, I'm going for an endgame with Greninja. This is really easy, I think. Mawile, when it comes in, it literally clicks buttons. Garchomp gets up rocks early and can Toxic everything. So Roxy are fine. I want to find out a little bit of information. That damage doesn't matter either. Doesn't really help me actually. Right, but Torn just clicks Hurricane here as he goes out to Gramble the counter. He's gonna dodge it. It did so much damage. Might try and Thunder Wave me. I don't know if Player was going to KO me, but I'm going to tell him. I don't want him. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't KO. I just didn't want him Thunder Waving. I don't want to all-out pummel this, but I will. I'm not trying to miss versus a Gramble, right? Like, I have millions of ways to wear down a Steelix. I have Earthquake, I have Helmet. I got ways for this too. You know what's crazy? I'm about to say, I was pretty sure I could prevent him from getting rid of my hazards, which is my Rocky helmet, but that's fine. Go ahead and do me like that. Knock off right back, bro. This is Scarf Lando. It was Assault Vest Meganium. What am I supposed to think about this? Well, I got rid of his Assault Vest, which means Surf is free. Y'all want to see me risk my Tornadus? I'm doing it. He bought an Earthquake here, too. Go for Petal Blizzard. Oh my god, no. No, 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 no. Woo! No, 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 no. I'm not about to talk crap and get hit. Hell no. This Pokemon's important, so he doesn't spam Earthquake versus me. That did so much, but you know what else does so much? My Surf, which is how I'm winning this game. Wait, is Joe switching? Go ahead and give me that Battle Bond Ninja. Not bad. Hey, I'm keeping on my Water Shuriken about to win this game too, to be honest. Real talk. Torn is a perfect pivot here. You see me saying perfect pivot? Yo, I play Smash Ultimate. And I have Heat Ram for you. It's like, I have pivots into everything. I knew my Greninja would win. Go ahead and Magma Storm here. Yeah, give me this thing, that way I can Water Shuriken sweep. Thank you. It's alright. Missing one, we won't miss three though. I told you we wouldn't miss three. That's fine. Cool. Don't need that anyway. Ninja wins a Water Shuriken. I don't want Gren to die. Ah, look at Garchomp taking even a close combat. He just touches me and he loses. Good game, dude. Not bad. Not even bad. We are on the climb, my friends. We are on the climb. This is gonna be a long video. I already know JamVad is over an hour long too, or around that. Ah, man. Okay, he has Scizor plus Azu, which is really overwhelming for me because my answers are Garchomp plus Ferrothorn, and I feel like Azu, not only that, but he has Thundurus as well. So, like, excuse me, Extra as well. So, like, they really, really pressure the hell out of me. That is for sure. Absolutely think that my Tornadus is all out pummeling is going to be crucial in this. Whether to weaken his Thundurus or this too, but man, I'm so weak to this Pokemon. I can lose to Scizor too. I think Gren's gonna win me this game, but I'm really weak to Scizor. Shoot, man, I'm about to lose a Pokemon right here. I can't do anything about that though. Yeah, I can't. He's Life Orb too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think I could have done anything. I don't think I could have. Like, I let off of that because it gave me a better lead versus everything else. But Thundurus, I had no way of OHKOing it. Now I think Ice Beam KO is guaranteed. After that hazard, I hope it does. He should go Azu, I guess. Now, that's a tough game. I think Water Shuriken will be what wins me the game, though, in the end, or at least Surf. But this thing is a problem. Why are we fighting so many Thundurus? Also, Mawile devours him. That is such a huge turn, too. I'm going to be honest. That is such a huge turn. Because that is his switch into water moves. I do value a Spike here, too. Or if he ain't going Scizor, I'm fine. If he wakes up and Super Powers me. Ooh, and he gave me damage on Tyranitar. That's so important. And by damage, I mean his what I'm assuming was Choice Scarf T-Tar just dropped. What? That had to be Scarf. No way it was anything else. He's gonna Corkscrew Crash here or Iron Head. Pharaoh is literally just a pivot into this. I went Tornadus just in case I can waste a turn of Sand. That was like the main reason, right? But Pharaoh is literally just a pivot into this. Like, Tornadus still outspeeds and can taunt everything, which is why I keep it around. But Pharaoh's just pivoting. The second he takes another turn of hazard damage as well, it's like he gets messed up by Sucker Punch from Mawile. So I'm okay with going Pharaoh now. Corkscrew Crash. Yup. Could Iron Head here. Could Earthquake. I don't want to lose to the Scarf Lando though. Am I in danger of that? Man, I'm freaking choking. Sorry. sorry. Anyway, we get rid of that. Lando, if it's Scarf, is fine. Which I'm assuming it is at this point. If he goes for Stone Edge, I get in Gren. I'll be right back, guys. Yo, even if I win this game, I'm half tempted to stop. I beat down the Landers for Hurricanes. I'm gonna try and Hurricane this thing too for damage, for Surf. Nice, I get it. Beautiful, he's gonna knock me out. All I gotta do is go Gren. Click Surf here, pick up my KO. Even if he is Z Belly Dramazu, with the Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin damage from Garchomp. First off, Garchomp lives. That's a big thing. Garchomp lives. That's one. Two, he can't Thunder Wave me even if he's nasty about Thunder Wave, which I doubt he is because he's Life Orb and he showed HP. He showed Focus Blast. Like I don't think there's a situation where I lose it right now. Yep. Just Surf this. I get my Battle Ball, which means I have my Giant Water Shurikens. We go Garchomp on Scizor because I don't know if Surf KOs, but I do know after Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin it will. That's not a big deal. Even if he Swords Dances or U-turns or does whatever. Alright, he definitely messed up there by not Mega Evolving, I guess. I don't know. He lost is what I'm trying to say. Because Surf wins. My bad, guys. I don't mean to keep like cutting out and coming back and dying in the middle of the video. I'm so sorry. We're at 1 hour and 22 minutes as well, I believe. So very, very, very close to the 2 hour mark. That's like 40 minutes away. So if I keep winning, we're obviously going to keep going. But if I do hit that point, we stop. But we're 13-0. This should be 14-0 right here. Because even if that is Scarf Scizor, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to look for another game because this game is a wrap. Like even if that is Scarf Scizor, can't win because I have Maul out the back. I have Sucker Punch. He would have to lock himself into Sewer Power. We have Aurora Veil offense. Huh. Let me knock you out. Good game, dude. Charizard is annoying. Garchomp may be able to take one because he has Tapu Fini, which is really weird. Like, that weakens your own thing. He's going to lead off with Lando. I actually don't need my Tornadus in this game, so I'm going to lead off with it because it can taunt on the Lando and either force it to explode or Hurricane, you know what I mean? Like, my Tornadus is not necessary in this. This is Sash Lando. They usually are. As he was not Sash Lando at all, he was Scarf. That's really bad. Is it though? Like I said, I don't need Tornadus in this game. Are you actually like? Are you kidding me? I try to get Charizard, Fini, anything, and I catch this boy. Yeah, I might have messed up already. If I let Garchomp take a hit, I'm gonna lose to Charizard. Like, I don't have a choice. Alright, he clicks Rocks, which is great because I get up Rocks myself. That's fine as well. Because you're giving me... What am I Okay, remember where you are. The low ladder. I Toxic just trying to catch maybe Lando. In case he wants to try and make that play, I guess. Nice. So I get that off. I'm gonna roar here just in case he U-turns instead of HP icing. As he Earthquakes, that's fine. I get him Bisharp. I don't know if Sucker Punch does 31%, but I'm going for Earthquake here because he will take Rough Skin plus Rocky Helmet. I'm going for a Greninja sweep if you guys couldn't tell, but I think that you can still come in on something. Barrow still comes in on you though. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my my Garchomp around. Like that does a lot, man. But even if he Earthquakes again, I get up a Spike. Feeney's gonna be beat down by Mawile, so I'm not worried about that. Bisharp, I have Water Shuriken. Goes hard Feeney, which is cool because I can knock you off, which is amazing for Greninja. Maybe I'll defog, but I mean, knocking you off is great anyway. Again, for just Gren, it's just fantastic. And then I'll get up a Spike again. Maybe he'll go Mawile. He could go Charizard, which is... I'd probably lose if he goes Charizard. No lead seed here. It depends on the Charizard set, too. That's a big thing. If he's Earthquake, I lose. And he went for Hidden Power Ground and crit me immediately. Oh boy, okay. That didn't matter. I mean, it didn't matter. Yeah, that didn't matter. That was fire, actually. I'm gonna be honest. Sucker Punch and then into Water Shuriken. Or Sucker Punch in the Surf, rather, is the play. Sucker Punch in the Dark Pulse, excuse me, is the play. Because Water Shuriken is still my endgame. Yep, Water Shuriken is definitely still my endgame. As his resists are really low. That didn't kill Zard. Ah, that's bad. Pharaoh can still eat a hit from you. And I might be able to bluff that I'm faster to Garchomp. That's fine. Too bad I have to Dark Pulse again. Because the fact that Sun takes so long. 20%. Not enough, not enough. Ooh, it's not enough, man. It's not enough. It's not enough. I need to get rid of Zard. Do you have a fire move still? Okay. Okay. Potential. Definitely potential here. I just click Gyro Ball. I just keep clicking Gyro Ball. Well, I get up. No, I gotta keep you alive. Think I have to go for Water Shuriken here? Because he's just gonna sack Feeney. He goes Marowak, that's fine too. I have to go for Water Shuriken, that way he doesn't go out into Landers after. Alright, so I get my Battle Bond. Look how many little Pokemon I had left. I need him to go Lando and not... Okay, he messed up. Because Surf is gonna sweep him. That is definitely a mess up. He messed up. This boy choked. Ah, nice. Surf about to sweep this dude. Actually, Aurora Veil might beat me down. Let's see, though. Let's see. You Scarf? You're not fast if you Scarf. And basically what's happening here is because... Oh, crap. Oh, no. Don't have it. Ah, good game. I got wrecked. Okay, so 14-1. This is where we end up. So basically what happened was because... I think Ninetales lived the Surf anyway. Man, let me go back in this game. What happened here? That was definitely messing. That turn 1 was terrible for me. And that was really bad too. Like just not being able to pressure him with rocks. His Zard having HP ground was the biggest problem for me, I think. This dude had Veil without anything to abuse it. He just... I lost to someone with their favorites, man. Yeah, that was such a huge turn. that HP ground, because had he flamethrower there, I at least got off a toxic on Charizard, so he couldn't double around. Oof, that was a good game though. I don't mind losing that, especially because I'm like, I need a break because I'm dying. But I do hope you guys all enjoyed. Like I said, Jamvad's part is coming up right now, so the video is not done. Keep watching. Jamvad, take it away. We ended on 14-1. We ended 14-1. We ended 14-1, 13-35 in the first episode. Not too bad, not too bad. I'll see you guys. Jamvad, take it away.
What's up, guys? It's MrJamvad, and today, a new series. I'm sure Joey has already done the explanation, so I'm not going to go too deeply into it. I'm just going to hop right into the game. But if you are new to me, I am MrJamvad and Pokemon extraordinaire. And I'm really excited to do this kind of challenge thing. Actually, a little bit, I don't know if I'd call it nerves, but maybe I'm excited. I don't know what it is, but we're going to hop right into it. Try to blow through what is known as the most dangerous place on the ladder, the lower ladder. And I'm still going to formulate game plans. That's just how I do things. And once you have that proper habit, it's going to just not, what am I trying to say, like, pay forward. It's not what I'm trying to say, but it's kind of what I'm trying to say. Okay, so looking at my opponent's team, seeing as I have Greninja, he has a pretty hard counter to that in Toxicroak, just happened to have one of those, and a soft counter in Muck. Muck takes hits pretty well. Unfortunately, I don't have spikes. That would have done well right here. Yeah, I don't have spikes. I have Ice Beam instead. I do, have something that's incredibly lethal versus team in Mawile, as Play Rough is only guarded by the Sand Slash and the Metagross, both of which go down to probably Play Rough plus Sucker Punch. So something I'm going to want to position. My Tornadus beats the majority of his team as well. The Muck is going to be a big impediment, but with Garchomp and Ferrothorn, it shouldn't be too big of an issue, especially because I am packing Spikes and Rocks. So Spikes and Rocks are going to go a long way. Ferrothorn is very difficult for him to remove. Really the only threat that he has is the Toxicroak, and that's how you get your first point, boys. Just narrate out the team preview. I'm gonna leave that in there. But yeah, that's pretty much how you get the first point. Let's see. So we got our second game. I probably shouldn't put time around. This is a pretty serious looking team though. So this one, opponent has one water resist and one dark resist. The water resist is a little easier to hamper down, so me getting locked into Dark Pulse on T-Tire is a lot worse than me surfing and him going to Kyurem. I'm going to try to force that Kyurem to stay in either way, but if I can do that, then I can just surf through his team once I find out what kind of Garchomp that is. So that's going to be one of my main early win cons. Mawile, once it clicks Play Rough, has no counter, so that's going to be incredible as well. I'm going to try to put it in the face of Kyurem and Gardevoir and T-Tire. Those are the three things that it comes in on. Intimidate's good, so it can come in on Mawile as well. Torn, pretty dangerous, which is going to be my lead because it is packing Taunt and potential all-out pummeling for Kyurem. Ferrothorn defensively only goes down to Blacephalon. Tran is pretty low importance in this game, and Chomp guards against his T-Tire and provides Rock. So as I said, we're going to be leaning with Torn in this one as he leads Gliscor. Not too big of an issue. This should give me a pretty solid start because what I'm going to attempt to do is taunt here on a likely, if I see Stealth Rocks, Toxic, something along those lines, that gets shut down immediately. What I can do after that is click Hurricane. Now he only has Fire Fang, okay. He only has one flying resist. Has Ice Fang too. Keys Fire Fang. I'm waiting for the burn. So those are some pretty big. We'll see. I'm gonna just Hurricane here. The thing is, if I miss this one too, I do 72. I get to taunt again freely because I know he's gonna. Well, I don't even think I'm just gonna Hurricane again. Really, taunting is the play, but because I taunted before, I doubt he has. I doubt he has anything else. Perhaps I should switch into my Greninja and surf, but I don't want to invite Kyurem. if it can be helped, I'd like to not have it in, though I can pivot around it with Tran plus Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn into the any move, Tran into the Free Shock, and then back to Ferrothorn. But we do manage to land, and what I'm trying to do is bait out that Tyrant. There she blows. Should die unless it's Assault Vest, which I wouldn't doubt on this part of the ladder. And it gets blown away. So a phenomenal start to the game. Surprised he hasn't forfeit yet. Kudos to my opponent, as I'm expecting a likely Shadow Ball. It makes the most sense. But the weakest link on my team is definitely Tran, as he goes to the Fire Blast. So I just look like I'm really messing him up, but I'm just making the most sensible plays. Excuse me. Right here, really Tran is the not Tran. Me pivoting into Greninja is the best play, because I'll do that because I'm expecting Garchomp to come out here, and what I want to do is just one shot. I don't need Greninja for the remainder of the game. Plus, I'm pretty confident he's gonna stay in here. Oh, he actually went KB. Okay, good on you. So this is what I meant earlier. I can pivot unless he freeze shocks early, but I can pivot. Oh, he shows leftovers, so cannot freeze shock. I'm free to spike here. Jar Ball can KO this, but I'm pretty confident he's gonna go to his Blacephalon, but he's gonna sack the Kyurem, and I will take that. I'm gonna be Jar Balling, and that's his water resist gone. I'm gonna be firing off another Jar Ball. I will not be allowing you to roost, and at this point, Surf or Water Shuriken just manhandles. Now I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for the whatever, but the Shadow Ball. He actually Fire Blast. Good on you. I just noticed the leftovers, and I'm just free to surf through his team here. 2 KOs, everything remaining. Gardevoir should get to a KO after spikes. Yeah, should get to a KO. Now that when he megas though, I'm not quite sure about that. So what I'll do is just go to my Tran here. Yes, Dazzling Gleam, that's funny. I'm free to fire off a Toxic, and that should do it. Yes, Fairy type Body Slam. So we'll just Earth Power. No real reason to do anything else. Gren is gonna be my main man, and yeah, that should wrap it up because Garchomp can't lock itself in any one move that can win the game. I suppose a Z Sandstorm could be an issue, but I do have my own Garchomp which can tank, and if it outrage locks, then it's a done deal either way. But what I'm gonna do instead is go to my Tornadus. Now Torn is expendable. I just don't want any random, as I said, Z Sandstorm or something, because we've yet to see a Z move. He could go back to Blacephalon, but the moment he does that, I don't think he's going to switch now. But the moment he goes back to Blacephalon, and I suppose I should have kept Torn just to have the Earthquake immunity, but I didn't figure it would matter. So free to go to my Garchomp here. It shouldn't be too killed by anything, as Mind Blowing does a ton though. That does a ton. And I don't even think Shadow Ball will knock me out from here. So even if it does, we do fire for Water Shuriken. So that's going to be the second game of Ladder Till We Lose. And pretty smooth game so far. I'm really happy with how they are going. But this is the early part, and we're going to keep going. But momentum in mods is a powerful thing. And when you feel as if like you're the king, your predictions are a little more sharp. But when you're a little down in the dumps, your confidence is kind of down. You're like, dang, I lost the last 3. That's how tilt happens, and then the negative momentum just eats you up, and you're fucked. So another thing, because I know this is gonna be on both channels. I swear I don't have a problem doing that. But I do understand that Joe isn't. Why was I just? What's my speed tier? I need to find out my own Chomp's speed tier as well. I'm pretty fast. I shouldn't have been faster than the Blacephalon, but I'm pretty fast. Because I think even modest Blacephalon, should outspeed me. Now these are the scary teams right here. Unfortunately, Greninja does go Hamilton on his team, particularly if I get a kill. So if I get if I manage to Water Shuriken something, Surf something into Water Shuriken. After that, Water Shuriken can kill its entire team with Rocks Up. So that's gonna be my main prerogative. So for that to happen, I'd have to surf on this or this. Those are Okos. So I'm assuming he's going to, Weezing can't harm me. So I'm assuming he's going to lead with a potential Scarf Staraptor or his Manectric. And what I'm going to do about that is lead Garchomp. Now, Garchomp serves no purpose beyond potentially checking the Diggersby and the Staraptor. So leading Chomp, even if he leads Manectric, allows me to get off a strong Earthquake. Stealth Rocks aren't important. And then that will allow me to fire off Water Shuriken, which I think will 2-hit KO anything on his team upon switching, depending on the role. I know I've only kind of built this, so he should lead. He's gonna HPS, but it won't KO me. Not that that matters, but because I'm gonna save the Chomp because I like the rough skin and I can get the Rock Shop. Because there's no point in just sacking it when I can go Tran on it, and he has no fire resist either. So Tran can potentially Magma Storm something. Then potentially me sacking Chomp there and then getting my Greninja in to get my Battle Bond up. I know I've built this game around kind of Gren Chomp. The other mons matter too, but I do think I can pull it off with just focusing on those. It's a very simple matchup. If push comes to shove, I do pack. He's trying to guard against the Weezing. He actually goes hard Diggersby, which is pretty odd. I believe with my speed spread, I actually outspeed this. So he Scarf Ice Punch, and you know it's funny, I was gonna say like, what if he Scarf Ice Punch, literally, but I'm like, there's no way you run that, right? But that's huge power Ice Punch coming off, and that's still tanked. So that's very, very impressive. I'm pretty sure he was wary of, nah, that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say he's wary of, so Claydolls here is perfect because that's exactly what I needed as far as getting my Grenin. So what I'm gonna do here is gonna Stealth Rock. Now the reason I'm Stealth Rocking is because I'm pretty sure he's gonna Rocks, and it's gonna force him to spin. So I'm gonna get a lot more damage out of it because he's gonna take, I think, like 30% just from using Rapid Spin. I'm gonna take maybe 1%. So it forces him to attack me, and I get to keep Rocks up. So the moment I click Surf Amon goes down, get the Battle Bond. The Stealth Rocks allows me to Water Shuriken KO. So lose 2%, he loses roughly 30%, and I still get to set my Rocks up. So now you see why Rocks in a Toxic, knowing that we were going to trade Rocks there, was important. But as I was saying, Tran guards against Weezing. It guards against Persian Alola, or Alola and Persian, whatever. And I guess he wised up and chose to switch out. So no point in sacking my Chomp. It can be used for death fodder. Not like I don't feel like I really need it in this game, but you know, the smart plays are the smart plays. You want to make a habit of that. And I'm gonna just go into my Tran, which walls every Weezing ever. Pretty sure he's gonna Sludge Bomb or Will-O-Wisp. Actually Toxic Spikes, something I did not see coming. So that's gonna matter a little bit versus my Greninja. Claydol likely to come out. So because he took so much damage, the way, actually I don't know if that works that way if you don't die on the turn, because I'm assuming he's gonna Rapid Spin here, but I think if you die on the turn, the rocks don't go away. Okay, so the rough skin goes first, and it's a double down, which is ideal for me because I'm assuming he's gonna go to Manectric. I'm gonna go to my Heatran. Heatran beats everything on his team except a CC Staraptor, and he does go to Manectric. I am going to Toxic. The reason for this is in case he does, because I like really Magma Storm is what I want to go for, but I don't get anything out of the turn if Magma Storm misses, right? I get some out of the turn if Toxic hits. The only thing that Toxic doesn't affect is Weezing, which can't harm me in the first place. So let me see what kind of Mawile Sucker Punch here. So Mawile is looking handsome right now. Weezing does counter my Mawile, but as I said, Gren is looking very good. The T-Spike does. The T-Spikes do matter though. And I'm gonna have Mawile come out here. Mawile easily the most expendable member on my team, and I'm pretty sure he's just gonna CC. That looks banded just because even after the Intimidate, it KO'd me. I'm gonna fire off a Thunder Punch here as he goes Manectric. I'm very surprised by that. I'm just gonna fire off a Sucker Punch. Manectric made no sense to me. I thought Weezing would be his play, and him T-bolting there is perfect because now I just Water Shuriken. I guess he could choose to go Weezing to try to avoid giving me Battle Bomb, but he doesn't. I'm only taking 12% of turn if I don't factor in switching in on rocks. But I'm assuming Persian is going to come out here. This should not be able to KO me with anything. I'm going to go Ferrothorn anyway. And Power probably... It is not very effective, but he used it on Gren. Electric? Maybe perhaps. So Leech Seed always to play here as Weezing rears its ugly head. And at this point, I just need to ensure he should Flamethrower. I could Spike to ensure that Persian goes down to Water Shuriken. He Will-O-Wisps. Okay. I'll Magma because it's very low risk. It's really 0 risk. I'm pretty sure Staraptor is he's gonna go into anywhere, and I can't really switch into that. I mean, I can't do anything to that outside of Magma Storm. So yeah, we're doing well so far. 3 wins under our belt. Let's keep this party buzz going. Okay, so we facing a pretty weird team. I say primarily weird because he has 3 mods that are only used in OU because they're Megas in Scizor, Venusaur, and Houndoom. Now I'm thinking maybe some kind of Sunny Day shenanigans going on because they have the Houndoom and the Weezing together. As far as threats, because it's actually a pretty rough game. It could be. My key mon is gonna be my Mawile, right? Excuse me, if I use it correctly. However, his Gliscor is a problem. But what I can use to my advantage is the fact that I can hazard stack. So if that is not default Gliscor, hazard stacking plus my Greninja and my Mawile can go a long way. It's gonna be a rough one, man. But Heatran guards well against 1, 2, 3, 4 members of the team. Garchomp guards against the Scizor well, and the Houndoom provides rocks. Now Ferrothorn guards well against primarily Clefable and Toxapex to a certain degree, but provides me with my hazards. Torn's Hurricane is uncheckable, but he does have uncheckable meaning no resist, but he does have Toxapex. So this is going to be an interesting one. I want to prevent rocks if possible. 2 rock options are Clef, Gliscor. So what I'm going to do is lead off with my Torn. Very little Okos this bad boy. As he leads with Scizor. Now, it'd be pretty foolish of him to stay in risking a Heat Wave, but I do feel like I'm on that part of the ladder. I do know that Bullet Punch cannot kill me. See Swords Dances. I'm pretty sure he's probably going to go. He should just Bullet Punch. The reason I'm not going to Heatran here, he roosted. Oh man, I'm playing one of those kind of guys. These guys are dangerous. For one, Torn could have just might have sounded really close just now. My Torn could have just killed him right there. So I can tell that he's one of those doesn't think about it type of dudes. Torn could have tanked a Bullet Punch there, I'm pretty sure, unless he was Life Orb, right? So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna just roar on this probably SD. Why did his move miss? So it sucks that he gets Clef here, right? Because my rocker is Garchomp. Garchomp is pretty good. I like my Garchomp. But if he is not Stealth Rock Clef, then he's gonna go for Moonblast here most likely. Which is something I don't want to take with my Garchomp. Rocks go a long way though. So we're gonna rocks here. I don't die unless he Ice Beams. So Moonblast, I don't die. Again, I didn't want to have to take that. I'm gonna go Ferrothorn first. If he fire moves, I'd be very surprised. And perhaps, you know, that Moonblast play wasn't the correct one, but that does give me insight because I think he might not be default Gliscor, and that's kind of what I'm gunning off right now. Because I feel like if you were, you would have Stealth Rocked with your Clef there. Because you'd be pretty confident I'm gonna switch from Garchomp into Heatran, so why Moonblast, right? But we're talking about a dude who roosted on a Torn that carries Heat Wave frequently. It's not like it's an infrequent move. Secondly, you you stayed in to roost when I could have Hurricane KO'd you. So that gives me insight onto what type of player this is, as I've said before. A lot of player ups are going to be clicked. I think he is going to give me Pex very early. But with kind of irrational players like these, I like to make the best overall play as opposed to trying to predict them. I find just going with a general solid, rock solid game plan is most effective. And debatable whether I should have allowed Chomp to get this low. And I do think that was the incorrect play. I just was getting a little, because I didn't want him to get rocks and I didn't. But that's something I could have easily dealt with. So, it is what it is. Live, we learn. And his timer is going out, so I'm going to pause right here. So he goes for Moonblast again. Do not want Ferrothorn taking a potential flamethrower. I do know I am on that part of the ladder. Heatran covers 2 potential switches as well in Houndoom if he were to go hard Houndoom on rocks. And just giving him Ferrothorn, so he goes Houndoom. Okay. If he does choose to stay in, he has to go for Dark Pulse. He nasty plotted though. He lived. He lived. That's big. Initially, I was gonna go to my Gren, and I can still go Gren because Gren takes any one hit. I can keep Tran Hin because Tran takes any one hit, but as I said, Tran beats everything but the Gliscor. So that wouldn't be wise. I'm gonna need my health to take on that Toxapex because I'm gonna beat that 1v1. So I'm gonna give up Chomp. Actually, no, I don't need to do that. I can go Greninja here. Greninja serves, that was a silly play on my end because Greninja serves no other purpose outside of taking on Gliscor, which I can do with other mons. Not comfortably, but can be done. And secondly, does not get KO'd here. So me going Greninja, I don't need it to be at full health for anything in particular. It'd be nice to have it full health versus Toxapex, but I can tank the hit as I said, and hopefully now in me Dark Pulsing, I can get my Battle Bond right, which is very, 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 very critical versus Toxapex, because now Toxapex does not comfortably switch into these Dark Pulses I'm sending its way. So if he chooses to go to Clefable, which I'm assuming is going to be the case, I actually go Scizor, which cannot KO me with Bullet Punch, and I KO him with Dark Pulse. So I'm guessing my opponent thinks Scizor is invincible or something. I may be able to even KO this Venusaur from here, but what I'm going to do instead is go to my Ferrothorn as he shows me Toxic, which makes me feel pretty comfortable spiking here. I doubt he'll have Toxic with Hidden Power Fire, but if that's the case, so here comes the Gliscor. We're going to lead sheet here on the odd chance he is rocking the Defog. I don't see it. So we're going to spike again here. I'm not seeing a Defog so far. So he's just stealth. He's just, yep. I don't think he has it, boys. So, yeah. So that was I don't know what the hell just happened. So we're gonna find another one. Okay. I probably should have had some water. Oh, real teams. Oh man, I'm pumped. I don't know. I'm just pumped. Guess I haven't tapped into my competitive side in a while. Not my competitive side. Competitive in the sense of with another person, because I haven't done tours in a while. So doing this little fun challenge with Joe is a good time. It's a good time. So looking at my opponent's team, Sylveon, an interesting pick, can be very problematic if not properly checked. And Heatran plus Ferrothorn should be able to do the job. My boy has the timer on right away. His Heatran can be very problematic for me. I think Sylveon plus Ferrothorn may be too much for my Grin, but we'll see, especially because he has... We'll see. We need to gather some information. As far as I can tell, Garchomp's sole purpose would be to guard against the Katana, Tran. Yeah, Transpurpose to guard against Sylveon, Ferrothorn, potentially Latios. Ferrothorn's purpose is to guard against Latios Primer. That's not gonna be probably my primary check versus these three. I don't want my Trans item gone. So I'm not gonna switch it down to Ferrothorn with potential knockoff. Torn's gonna be my main offensive check versus Kartana, and Torn's gonna be very, very good in this one. It's gonna be my main man in a lot of ways. Torn is gonna be one of my main guys too, and it's gonna ruffle his teams a bit. Mawile can be, but I'm gonna need that Heatran gone. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to. I want to say Tran is my main guy versus this. Like on an initial switch, I don't think he'd hidden power ground. So I'm going to go hard Ferrothorn here on the off chance this is Specs. So I see Toxic, which isn't too bad because this does allow me to fire off a knockoff here. Now the reason I'm knocking off over say spiking, right, while Spike goes a long way, I do believe he's going to go to his Tran, and as I said, Tran is a big Mawile issue. It's a big Mawile issue, and if he does choose to go to his Tran here, I get the opportunity to go to my Garchomp as he Lava Plumes. Please don't. I think he's gonna stay in, but I'll just Rocks. I can get around that because he's gonna switch next turn. But yeah, that's a pretty stupid burn. But I mean, it is Lava Plumes, like Scald. That's gonna happen. But what I don't want to do is Earthquake and then him switch, right? So I do get hazards. And as far as I can tell, the Lottie is likely the hazard removal, either that or the Kartana. So, you know, looking at his team, so I had a couple options here. I could go to my Mawile and just Thunder Punch him, predicting him to go to his Heatran, but that's a little too aggressive for the low ladder. And what I said earlier in the first game is I like to play these guys on a gyro ball there. I like to play these guys on a general game plan sense until I have an idea of their level of skill. Now, knockoff here is a pretty solid play again because I, you know, keep the Tran low. I mean, get rid of the Ferrothorn's item. That's gonna matter versus my Greninja as I Dark Pulse spam, or if I choose to start surfing. But Gren isn't a core threat versus his team, so I'm pretty comfortable just leaving it as is. Now, speaking of Gren not being a core threat to his team, that's what I'm going to go to here, because I don't want Chomp getting any lower, right? I don't want Chomp continually getting beat down, because its rough skin is going to be pretty helpful for weakening his Kartana. I probably won't need that, but if I do need to weaken Kartana coming on spikes, have it coming on spikes, and he's probably going to go to Dark Pulse is the only play here, simply because you want to, I don't know why he stayed into Stealth Rock. Could have gotten my Battle Bond there. I'm not sure what is up with people giving me my Battle Bond, but I Dark Pulse there to prevent him from what's it called? One, if he stayed in, then he's within Mawile range. But please, he should switch here. But this is like his biggest Mawile answer is now gone. Really not sure why he threw Tran away. But my Greninja was never the biggest threat to his team either way. Now that it's battle bonded, it can be, but still, like, you know. So I'm free to go to my Ferrothorn here. Now I could go Sylveon, but the issue is, not Sylveon, I could go to Tran, but none of them outspeed the Latios, so it can still defog, which is my biggest thing, right? So what I'm gonna do here is fire off a knockoff. It covers Cart, Latios, and his own Ferrothorn. Even the Sylveon if it chooses to stay in. It seems my Ferrothorn wall is this. And if he does attempt to get rid of my items, why the fuck would you go Weavile, bro? Wait, am I the only one? Am I the only one who just saw this Rocky Helmet Weavile? So Ferrothorn is just far too useful in this game. It would be unwise of me to just leave it in here to get his item knocked off or whatever. While Mawile is important, it doesn't need to be at full for anything because it's Sucker Punch killing Kartana. It already outspeeds Sylveon for the play rough. So I'm going to do is use this Intimidate to my advantage. And because it's Rocky Helmet, this might not even be offensive. So yeah, knockoff's doing no damage. I get to Mega Evolve. Because Tran is gone, I'm going to Fire Fang over Play Rough on the odd chance he attempts to hard switch to Ferrothorn. For what reason, I do not know. But yeah, Power Punch, but I knock him out. And honestly, right here, Mawile just may be able to just do it outright. Yeah, Mawile, I mean, it's pretty difficult. I can't really see myself losing this one. Ferrothorn is almost impossible for him to kill. I still haven't seen a Mega, so I'm guessing it's Mega Latios, which doesn't generally carry a hidden Power Fire, as my opponent full fits. So we're at 1157, almost in the 1200s, rolling with the big boys. And we're going to find another as the teams get more and more serious. Pumped. Alright, so Lope, this is a serious looking team. Like, I'm not playing games. I love the Bulu with the, with all these ground weeks, the Steel, the Magearna. Just gotta be very wary, man. Magearna could F me up. So that being said, I'm looking at his team. Mawile early game can really rustle some feathers, or Mawile late game. Now, the reason I'm not thinking of a late game situation for my boy Ma is because he has Lope and Greninja, two pretty solid Sucker Punch answers, both of which can KO me from with just a little bit of chip. So as a late gamer, I'm not too fond of it, especially, but it just ruffles his team up. His player switches all lose to Sucker Punch or Fire Fang. One reason though that I don't want to just throw Mawile away is because it's one of the few things that could probably take a hit from a Shift Gear Mag that's not boosting. So Mag, huge problem. Want to be wary of that. My Torn is a huge issue for him to switch into. Unfortunately, I don't have knockoff. Garchomp guards well against Lope, Victini potentially, Jirachi potentially, and Mag. I do pack Toxic, so I can Toxic that Tapu Bulu on an obvious switch, and I can Hazard stack because he has no Hazard control. So I'm going to play the Hazard game, primarily to keep that Victini at bay and to keep a Magearna at bay. Yeah, let's get it rocking. Let's get it popping. I think Garchomp, the only lead is Gren. Yeah, the only lead that could stop my Garchomp from doing anything is the Greninja. And this is tricky because if he is, so I'm gonna go to my own Greninja here. Now my own Greninja is very good versus his team, but on the off chance this is Protein, which is why I was like, well, it depends on what he does, right? And he's not Protein. What? Why the fuck would you low kick then? Okay, now I'm scared. So I'm gonna go to my Tornadus here, second weakest link, as he goes to Bulu. So I'm expecting Jirachi to come out here. Jirachi slash Magearna. Unfortunately, the trend isn't the rocker because this would definitely be a time where I get rocked. So Jirachi slash Magearna. I just don't want. Actually, no. I'll Hurricane here now. You see? Please don't be fucking like Bandit Stone Edge. All right, where the fuck am I, man? So basically, Bulu being gone there would have just been insane because, I mean, sure, water is just after that. Yeah, what am I? I'm tripping right now. I'm gonna hit this one, but I don't know what he's doing. Hornleech, please fucking hit yourself. Hurricane's doing sanity. I'm hitting this one too. What is he doing? I really shouldn't be sacking Torn, but I'm annoyed that he even attempted to do that. So I'm being stubborn right there. My emotions got in the way. For all, usually I'm very rational about how I go about things, but how this man had the fucking audacity to bulk up on my damn. So he's gonna go for one of three moves here: Power Punch if he believes it KOs, Fake Out, or Ice Punch. Don't want to go hard chomp, so I'm gonna intimidate him. The first two don't really do anything. He high jump kicked. Oh man, this dude is a beast. So gonna go to my Garchomp here, and no Earthquake switching. Stealth Rock only affects. Now if I don't want an Earthquake and then he goes Gren, right? That doesn't really help me. But I do want some sucker. I do want rocks damage on his Victini in case I have to Sucker Punch that. I do want to be wary of his low punny. That thing is a problem. So I'm gonna Earthquake here as he's defensive Rachi. Getting that damage off is important. The fact that he's defensive means I can get Stealth Rocks up and get Earthquake damage. Getting that little bit of chip is important though, because my Torn is gonna be very, very handsome. Again, want to be wary of Meganium. He's probably just gonna go for Iron Head. Hopefully he doesn't have Body Slam. That would be problematic. U-turn crits me, which matters. That might bring him to Rock's range. Doesn't. But he doesn't seem to have anything to kill my Chomp outside of potentially Max. So what I'm looking at endgame wise, the high jump kick on my Mawile was huge. He goes Lope. Ice Punch does not KO me, and this is great because, as I said, Lope is one of the biggest threats to my team. It goes for high jump kick, forces him to touch me twice. Pause. I'm actually not gonna give this up because it outspeeds Meganium, KOs Jirachi. So I'm thinking what I'd rather sack, because offensively this thing is a brute, and I love it. Torn is definitely the weakest link, so I'm gonna give that up. I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to try to get my Battle Bond. The way he plays, I don't see him switching. Yeah, so I'm Battle Bonded, which matters versus Mag. That way Mag can't just mindlessly boost, and I'm gonna be able to go to Ferrothorn here. He might low kick. If that's the case, so he's Victini may come out here. Victini is not an issue, not with Water Shuriken and Mawile Sucker Punch. So if it happens to be that boosting Victini, all is well. And Ferrothorn is absolutely necessary. So we're gonna go Chomp here. Let me think. So assuming it's Z Celebrate, I Sucker Punch into Water Shuriken. If it's banded, Mawile might just be the play here. Like, the only time I don't go Mawile is if, yeah, Mawile's the player. The only time I don't go Mawile, because if he's what's it called? If he's V-Create, he'll go for it here. Because I don't want to go Chomp, him Z Celebrate, and then waste my Chomp and have to waste my Mawile too. So Hardening to Mawile is the correct play here. He trying his only beat by Greninja. And Greninja is getting lower and lower by the turn. If he chooses to attack my Mawile, then I get to Surf, and if his Greninja comes in, so goes for U-turn, which is great, because I'm assuming the only thing that can KO me without doing much, because Greninja comes and takes another round of rocks, I'm not giving it Battle Bond. Firstly, fuck no. But yeah, so it goes to Meganium. That's the only thing that can kill me. But the thing is, for this to do any real work, it would need to boost. And oh, that's sweet damage. Oh, that's sweet damage. Sweet, sweet. So could go Garchomp to KO this, or I could go Greninja to KO this. Gonna go Greninja. I have two more switch-ins. So I can switch out, switch in, switch out, switch in. Gonna Water Shuriken. The reason I'm Water Shuriken in is to force that Gren into, because I don't want to Surf and then he Scarf Victini, because I haven't seen anything from this. If he chooses to low kick here, he gets Iron Barbs. Yeah, gets Iron Barbs. Doesn't do any kind of damage, and I'll be able to sack Chomp. And I have Water Shuriken from my own Gren. So all I need to do here is Spike in case he switches. Right, sack Chomp. Actually, I can just I want to sack Chomp. I probably should have just killed this in case he has Water Shuriken too. I guess that's something I didn't think about. But again, I mean, because he switched out there, I think Rough Skin plus Iron Bar would have killed him anyway. But I should have done that in case he had like random Water Shuriken and won the speed tie, right? I should have just KO'd him. But at this point, my Ash Gren wins. You think he'd have a special move this whole time? That'd be rough. That'd be a rough way to go out. So he Hydro Pumps. Oh man, I'd be so tight if he has Water Shuriken, because I should have just KO'd him and he wins the speed tie. That was foolish of me. That's what happens when you get cocky towards the end, because you're like, oh, low kick Gran. Okay. I don't know if he had Water Shuriken, I just won the speed tie, but I should have just kept Ferrothorn up on the off chance, because I didn't, because he was physical. I'm like, there's no way. But that was just sloppy. So definitely could have gone very differently. That would have been a rough way to end, especially when I had so much control of that game. But thankfully I am not out of it yet. I'm still going strong. Teams are just getting more and more real. So looking at this one, Serp can be Serp, you know, clear shenanigans. Hello. Alright, so Torn, huge problem, especially with the combination of rocks. The reason rocks are important is because it allows me to one-shot Charizard, one of the few things that can come and take a Hurricane, and potentially if it's Zard Y, miss the second one. So, you know, Coco, walls, Garchomp defensively checks 1, 2, sort of 3 depending on the set. Torn and Tran is primarily for Serp. My team, thanks man, thanks. Shout outs to Joey Pokier. Because I am Magma Storm, I don't want to play around with Serp with Magma Storm. So Torn's probably, but I don't have U-turn, I have Hurricane. So I'm gonna play really carefully around that Serperior. He can really F me up because of the types of sets I have. Very low accuracy, type builds, no real, and then glare and hack. So Serp, definitely gonna be wary of. My Gren could be handsome in this one, could be. Mawile primarily is gonna be my thing that is gonna fuck him up early game. He could be trying to throw me off by asking these what seems to be silly questions, but I'm not gonna allow it. Zard Y, huge problem if that's the case. So what I'm gonna do here is lead with my Garchomp. Now, if Tar is his, couple options here. He could be Ice Beam Tar, lead Ice Beam Tar, weaken my Chomp that opens up Chomp, which opens up Excadrill, and he could be Rocks Chomp. Really don't want Chomp to take this hit, but I know I don't go down to Ice Beam, and if I can prevent him from getting up rocks, that'd be great. I should Ice Beam here, but it won't. Oh, he's max special attack. Fuck, that's bad. That's a horrible start for me. Why am I playing so recklessly if I know? Because I could have just gone Gren there, but I know he's gonna go Finny, and the only things I can get up rocks on. But I didn't think he'd be max special attack. So that's a horrible start for me. I'm gonna have to play this game a little differently because now I don't have rocks. Man, that is bad. That is bad. Alright, let's see what we can do. Maybe we can get some Battle Bond going here. Should go straight to Finny. But because Sand is up here. Where the fuck am I, bruh? Oh my god. This is the match. This is gonna. I can tell this is gonna be a tight one. This is gonna be a rough one because losing Chomp early, I didn't think it would kill me. Ice Beam should not kill Garchomp from there, unless you're especially offensive. Now, I want to be a little more aggressive here in Surf again because you'd anticipate my Ferrothorn and doubles to Charizard, and if that's the case, I'm in a really bad spot. You double the Charizard, or you'd Moonblast, or you double back to Tar, right? If you're packing Fire move. Now, I am on the low ladder, so I'm a little wary of that. I'm gonna go Tornadus as a mid ground as he doubles back to T-Tar, and I could have gotten my Battle Bond there. I knew he was gonna do that, But again, lower ladder, not going to be playing around with it. I'm going to all out pummeling right off the bat. Sand is gone, so drill is gone. And he's forced to go to Coco. Now, oh man. Because if he's VSing Coco, then I'm just inviting in Zard. He has a wild charge though. Alright, so let me think this out. Because I have a couple options here, right? What do I need to happen? Because I could spike. What KO does the spike secure? Not in particular, but it does help with my sucker punch. But I don't think I'm gonna be using that too much. Rocks are really what I needed. I could lead seed, or I could double my Heatran and Toxic Zard, and then outplay it. Gonna spike here. Yes, he went Surf, which is something I thought about. He's gonna glare here. I'm gonna knock off so he can't sub. Can't sub around. He's gonna glare here for sure. The reason I spiked and not lead seeded is on the off chance he went to this over Zard. So maybe he was fearing, I don't know, T-Wave, but I mean Surf, you know, Surf T-Wave. So I'm gonna knock off here. Ferrothorn currently guards against. So leftovers without. I wonder. So right here, I'm anticipating him to not. I can't really play around with it either way, but I'm anticipating him not to. So he may be Zardex. He may be Zardex because he's running Sand and he doesn't want to. So I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm gonna go train here. I don't want to be glared, but it can't be helped right now. Man, this is rough. This is rough. I'm gonna Magma Storm first. Thankfully though, he is just Leaf Storm in Power Fire. I do have leftovers. I'm Spadef too. Oh my fucking god, man. This is exactly what I was afraid of. With the Magma, I actually don't like Magma Storm on this, but I get it. I get it's for Pex. Okay, so he's gonna sub again here. I can't keep having him boosting, but this is why I needed fucking. So I needed fucking U-turn. If I had U-turn, this would be a very different situation. But he's just gonna sub down again and Magma Storm. So I have to go Torn. Torn isn't as important. And if I had U-turn, bro. This is rough. I need to hit this though. Please hit. Please, thank you. Please live or miss your Leaf Storm, bro. So U-turn. He subbed again, predicting. Oh man. Oh, please hit. Thank you. Please miss your Hurricane. Miss your Leaf Storm. Oh, I tanked. God bless. God bless. All right, I really needed to tank that. I think he's wild enough to stay in here. I'm gonna Hurricane again. Drill comes out. It's on a balloon. I needed to hit that because. Well, we'll see. I'm just gonna go to my Greninja here. I needed to hit that because that plus focus, but I hit the two main Hurricanes, which are important. But that plus, oh, he doubles to Zard. Yeah, I don't really have a choice but to surf here. He Zard Y, Solar Beams knocks me out. Oh man, I'm gonna have to put this game down on a 50-50. One thing, Joe, as far as like this team, well, it can't be helped. It's too late now. But we have a lot of inaccurate move, which is why we ran Surf over Hydro. But I guess I should have just thought about the Magma Storm situation. Generally, when I don't build teams, I don't edit them too much. But to protect, the Ice Beam turn 1 was it. That was the big turn. Now, I could go for Hurricane here, and if I get the kill on this, I could just win outright. But hitting the 50% Hurricane is rough, right? I could go Tran if he misses the Focus Blast. So I'm gonna gamble a bit. I'm gonna Hurricane. Please, it's 50%. Oh man, please, for the love of God, Torn, I really need you to kill this. If it's any other Hurricane, thank you, goodbye, my nigga Torn, my nigga Torn. All right, we back in this, boys. We back in this. We back in this. We back in this. So that spike's going a long way. I don't even know if I want to go straight. I don't have a choice. What do I need to win? I need this. Because it beats both the Drill after regen and the Serp. I haven't seen a Z move so far, so it could be Z Drill, but no, he has a balloon. I think it is Z Coco. So Serp can KO. Do I sack Tran? If I sack Tran, he said this is Scarf. This is Bandit Coco. It's doing too much. Alright. Yeah, Gyro Ball here. I could Leech Seed. Fuck, that did it. Oh, that killed me. That's not good. It's not. Oh, that wasn't Bandit. That killed me, which isn't good. I'm forced to. I think Tran dies to that. I think this might be slower than my Torn, or maybe I'm just underestimating Wild Charge. Depending on his finish set, I might have just lost. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. I'll play rough here. Defogs, which I don't think was necessary. I really don't know why he defogged. Like, that didn't make any sense to me. Especially because he can only Hidden Power Fire here. Hidden Power Fire won't do enough. Yeah, I gotta just Fire Fang here. Substitutes. That's exactly what I needed. Because he has to attack me here. I don't want Mawa taking any damage because it's gonna be important versus Finny. So if Finny's like Hydro Pump or something, I could lose to that if I miss enough Hurricanes. So I'm gonna do is go to my Tornadus here. It does go to Finny on a Fire Fang. So if I get the damage off on this, I wonder what kind of Finny this is. It's leftovers obviously, but I mean like what kind. If it's only Nature's Madness Moonblast, then maybe Tran can muscle through it, though I am slower than it, so probably not. So let me think. If I put myself in a position where I go Tran here, I go to Mawa, and I Thunder Punch, something I haven't revealed yet. I'm gonna need some damage on this though. If I Thunder Punch it, it's for the KO. Then I'm gonna leave myself in a Drill versus Serp situation, but Drill needs 2 hits to KO, and I haven't seen a Z. Oh, I've saw the Z move on. So do I need full health? Oh, I missed there. That's a big miss. Yes, Icy Wind. Okay. Okay. Shows Icy Wind, which is pretty weird. That Hurricane mattered. Muddy Water. Ah, fuck. This is some weird shit. He's faster than me though, because Tapu Fini naturally outspeeds. So this is gonna come down close. I think this is gonna come down to a bit of luck. As it always does. I did hit that Hurricane earlier, which I am grateful for. Sack Serp, which is weird. It's a pretty weird play. I think I might. It depends. I may have just won outright. He has to kill. He has to attack me. I don't think he's gonna predict. Yeah, it has to Earthquake. Do I have to Focus Blast here? No, Hurricane here. Please hit. Okay. The reason I Hurricane there is because I only needed so much damage on him to kill him with Thunder Punch. But now he's gonna probably go for Muddy Water. If I can hit these 2 Hurricanes, then I win. Straight up. Because obviously Mawa can't go down. He should never Icy Wind here. But he seems to be offensive. Please. Okay. Yeah, Muddy Watered. Don't get the accuracy drop. Okay. If I hit this Hurricane, actually, let me run some calcs real quick. If I can tell if I get to a kill to Mawile, then I'll make this decision. Why didn't you use the fight? Oh, he means Focus Blast. Alright, so Tapu Fini. Let's just use that. Alright, no HP. I mean, no special attack. Muddy Water. Muddy Water versus Tornadus. I don't even know my own spread. I'm gonna assume that it's no HP, max special attack, max speed. So Hurricane's doing 37 to 47. So he's max HP. Muddy Water is doing 34 to 40. It says it does 34 to 40. How much did I take? I took 47 though. This is max HP Torn. No, this is the Fini set. Why am I taking? What am I missing? He might have some special attack. Let me see what full special attack Muddy Water does. Okay, so he's max special attack. See what my timer's saying. And Mawile. Oh, he swords down just a little bit of HP. Muddy Water has a pretty solid shot. It's a 50-50 to 2-hit KO me. Do I risk that or do I? I'm gonna go Mawile here. The reason I'm going Mawile here is, oh my fucking Icy Winded. Why would you do that? Okay, so I get to play rough here. Please, Mawile, for the love of God, hit this. I've shown Thunder Punch now, so he might go Drill, but all I need to do is hit play rough. Please, Mawile. Thank you. Oh my fucking God. The game isn't over yet because I still have to hit versus Torn. But I do have 2 opportunities, hopefully, because Balloon Drill is weak. Or I can just crit this. Oh, he's Stealth Rocked. I wonder if he has a move to hit my Torn other than like Toxic or something. I really don't know why he rocked. Because if I just attacked him there, it would have been fucked. Say Earthquakes. So this is the moment of truth. Oh God. Is this what it's gonna come down to? My shit is on 70% right now. It's time to click. So that's where we ended. 70%. And my ladder to we lose stops at 1200. Definitely learned some lessons here. Do not use inaccurate move teams like these, because this was more of a case of trying to outplay the luck chance than me trying to outplay my opponent. Because imagine if Tran hit one of his Magma Storms early on, it would have been a very different game, and it came down to Focus Blast hitting in the end, which it didn't do. So what you gonna do? Just gotta use a more accurate team. I'm pissed that I lost to this guy in particular though. Fucking Protect, Ice Beam, max special attack. Alright, but yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the first run of things, and yeah, thankfully it wasn't too long because I got shit to do. But thanks for watching. Check out my channel. I upload nothing but competitive battles, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.